All right, it look like we on. I have to make sure I ain't never scheduled a stream before, and the last time I tried to do it, I couldn't do it, y'all. But what's up, man? I appreciate everybody that's gonna tap into the live stream, man. Make sure when y'all come up in here, y'all hit that like and that share and that subscribe button. You know, we got a lot of stuff we're gonna talk about today, a lot of shit we gonna get into. You feel me? Let me know if my mic sound low to y'all. Cause I did have an issue with my mic earlier where I was doing a video and I seen it spike. So I'm like, damn, all right, I got something up too high. But now, yeah, see, there you go. It went up too high. Okay, there we go. So I just seen that spike right there. All right, so we cool. So shout out there. Damn. All right, yeah, hold on. Testing, testing. Yeah. All right, there we go. All right, so shout out to everybody that's tapped in on the live stream right now, man. Y'all know I've been trying to upload content as well as I've been trying to drop these live streams. I'm trying to add some more stuff to the platform so we can grow this year. You know what I mean? So we can actually start seeing some real views. Like, I appreciate everybody that's tapped in right now, but we're gonna grow and get bigger this year because I'm being a little more consistent than I've been in the past, man. Just a little more. Somebody in the chat said, Wack all the way in Utah. He's not making it to his hood day. Yeah, man. Yeah, so we're gonna start getting into some of this content. The crazy part about it, man, because I've seen people comment on the video that I posted earlier about Jay Prince saying that Wack 100 called what he said was Wack called the police and then Wack acted like they called him, but really he felt like they called him back. Now I've seen people in my comments asking me or saying oh, that's old, that's old. Like, I get it, yeah. The call that was made, the recording that Wack did was, I know that was old. I know that. Thinking like we still spiking a little bit. All right, so yeah, let me get my audio together. But I know that was old. Damn. It's still doing it. All right, how am I looking now? I don't want to blow y'all's ear out, but all right, so I know that part is old or whatever. But the actual interview that Jay Prince just did, that's a brand new interview. He just did that with Prince Miller. You know what I mean? Play the audio when Wack told Hassan Campbell. Oh, yeah, let me add that to the thing. I'll add that to my we can just start. Yeah, we can start the stream off with that. Y'all want to rock with that real quick? You talking about play the audio when Wack told Hassan Campbell he supplied straps to the. I think that was like the audio where he was saying the stuff about Big U too, right? Let me see. Wack 100 Big U Hassan Dyson Campbell. That's his name though, for real. Dyson.
Between me and Takashi.
Where's the Wack on beef with Nipsey? Let me see. I don't want to play. I don't really want to play one of Hassan's videos, so I'm looking for the audio. Did you address Hassan Campbell about Wack 100 audio live? Let's just see audio.
Yeah, I hear Cat's got a lot to say.
Don't run my narrative, huh? Let's go.
That's part of it. I'm looking for the whole clip though, y'all. I'm looking for the whole clip. He was talking about Nip, right? He was talking about Nip and all that stuff. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gang shit on him, bro. I've been saving him.
I'm gonna keep it buck real quick.
Nah.
One thing about it, I'm gonna tell it like it is.
I might have to just play Hassan Campbell.
Big U did kind of respond.
Here we go.
Big bro in the building. To play this audio.
Got gang shit on him, bro. I got a club with Lil Baby and them on Saturday night. Then I got the studio booked out over there. Everybody flow through, but it's us. We got the whole main room. You can pull up, nigga. We have a ball with this shit.
When is that?
Saturday night, I got club with Lil Baby, so I got a section there. Tuesday, we shooting a video with Kanye West, the Easy song, Game Kanye. I got the studio booked out all weekend, so nigga, you can pull up, nigga. Bring your punk. Hey, Snow Billy punk ass pulled up by himself, nigga. That nigga Snow Billy pulled up by himself, fucked me up. Failed in my spot, bro.
And you talking about that's supposed to be on this weekend, Valentine's weekend?
Not this weekend. That's this weekend. You know, Super Bowl Sunday out here.
Oh, so this week.
Bring your punk ass out here. Come fuck with a nigga, bro. Come fuck with a nigga, man. Come fuck with a nigga, bro.
You got it.
Actors out here now.
What's going on, Monique Hill?
Yesterday, bro. He just got here yesterday. He got to interview Roddy Ricch today. He out here, bro. I'm telling you. Bring your ass out here, bro. Nigga, I love to play you bell up in the club with us, nigga. And that motherfucker, boy, the niggas gonna go crazy.
Yeah, they gonna go fucking crazy. The internet is gonna break the internet.
It don't even matter, bro. You know, nigga, what you mean? You know, and my team fucked up. My team is red and blue.
Right.
Red, blue, and ass age. I got all, they know that. That's one thing they know about shit is unorthodox. You know, I'm playing different stuff.
I don't know if Wack knew who Hassan Campbell was before, like, he sat down and was having this conversation with Hassan Campbell. But it's crazy that he being like this, you know what I mean? Like, he being real friendly and, you know what I mean? He opening up to him, telling him all kind of shit. Like, and he really don't even know Hassan Campbell at this point. He don't know him at all. So for him to just sit up and be having this conversation with Hassan and saying the stuff that he gonna say is crazy. And the fact that Hassan recorded it, which I'm glad he did for the purpose of content, but him actually recording the shit is even more diabolical.
They don't niggas be talking, bro. Nipsey got killed by his own homeboy, bro. But Nipsey know you ain't that type of nigga. You don't even do nothing. You ain't never put the work in fucking with a nigga that's a body man. Everybody know dude's a body man. I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gay shit on him, bro. Also on my mama. We got all the footage.
Wow.
Yeah, nigga, he paying a nigga to fuck his baby mama with him. His baby mama sucking the other nigga dick. Nipsey behind the bitch fucking her. He pulls his dick out the bitch, go grab the bitch by her hair, pull her mouth.
Oh, it get a little graphic. Hold on, we gotta pause that for a minute. It get a little graphic. Man, he said G-A-Y though about Nipsey. I think I can remember, like, I remember when this conversation was had, but let's get into it. Like, and somebody just pointed out, I want to say, I don't know if it was Young and Jefe or somebody was saying, like, what he was saying about the dude who ended up taking Nipsey out. They were saying, like, that was, like, police activity by him saying this to Hassan Campbell over the phone.
Off the nigga dick, tongue kiss the bitch, and put her
I gotta fast forward that
part.
part.
What do you know that Big U has done in this industry as far as putting in work to get a rap? I'm gonna be quiet.
I don't really know much about Big U like that.
He ain't did shit. Bro, if you do the research, he the one who took the L. You didn't see when they beat the fuck out of him at the club?
Oh, hell no.
Man, all that shit on live, bro. Blood running down his face, his son jumping up and down, crying and shit. Bro, listen, man. Listen. Niggas and gave a nigga a rap. This one thing, like Special runs around, does all kind of crazy shit. All daylight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All daylight. In the club, especially the lame niggas down in the middle of the club. We did all watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. You name one incident where you can accredit the shit to Big U in the industry. Fuck what you did in 1987 at the crib on Crenshaw Flow. Name one incident, bro.
Wack was up talking to, like, and this would be killing me. And me and my bro was talking about this last night, you know, about the whole, like, oh, you ain't from out here. He like, man, stop explaining yourself. Because you got to think about this. The same people that be saying that is the same people that sit up on phone calls and have a whole conversation about West Coast niggas with a whole stranger from the East Coast.
the lies, yo. I'm actually sitting up there thinking about it. I got to put me a little something together because I'm actually thinking about flying out there this weekend.
Come on, nigga, get here like on Friday. Get here like Thursday or Friday. Nigga, we do the club Saturday, Super Bowl Sunday. We go watch that shit.
And what's this today? This is this weekend or next weekend?
That's this weekend.
All right, so yeah.
Call that nigga be getting crazy, like. You don't want that out here, bro. You gotta get up, nigga. You gotta come out here and move around, bro.
Nah, I'm definitely with it.
Bro, fuck that.
Y'all, let me ask y'all this about this audio we listening to. Y'all think Wack was trying to get Hassan Campbell to come out here on some cool shit? Or was Wack trying to get Hassan Campbell out there on some bullshit? I believe it was on some cool shit because at this point in time, I don't believe nothing had took place, but I don't put nothing past nobody either. But at the end of the day, let me know what y'all think he was trying to like, hey, come out here, kick it. He was gonna show him a good time, or was he gonna like set him up on the come out?
We clicking up, nigga. We clicking up, nigga. That's it.
Only thing about it is motherfucking on Valentine weekend. So I don't know. I gotta figure something out because in order for me to pull this off.
They said he was lining him up. Yeah, he probably was lining him up, though.
Valentine is on what? Monday and Tuesday?
I think Monday.
It's Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, well, you got that. Bring the girl out of here.
Was that it? No.
Not play with that nigga. The nigga with the bullshit. We clicking up, nigga. We clicking up, nigga. That's it.
Only thing about it is motherfucking on Valentine weekend. So I don't know. I gotta figure something out because in order for me to pull this off.
Wait, Valentine is on what? Monday and Tuesday?
I think Monday.
It's Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, well, you got that.
Hassan was like, fuck that. Listen, I ain't going out there and I'm recording this and I'm about to put you on blast on the internet. Listen, this was some of the most viral this is back in, I want to say like 2022. This is some of the most viral content like at that particular time. That shit went crazy.
Yeah, I gotta figure something out. I definitely gotta figure something out.
I fuck with you know. And my man Jay Slay on Power Room told me, Wack, they better not play with that nigga. The nigga with the bullshit. Jay Slay told me that.
Yo, what's up with Slay? Is he better?
Hold up, bro. I gotta go out there and pay all his bills probably a week or two. That way he ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah. He gonna have to learn how to walk and all that shit.
Okay, but he good.
Yeah, he's still alive. You know, they gotta get his motor skills.
Oh, okay, man. That's good. That's good.
Like 50-something, you know what I mean? Like 50-something years old, so. You know.
Man, long as he alive, he lived through that. That's good, man. For
that
real.
Slay told me out his own mouth. He said, Wack, they know not to play with that nigga. That nigga get it in, Wack. They know that. He said, any nigga say he don't is a hater. They know he get it in, bro. I swear to God. He said, you two niggas together, that's ugly. Slay told me.
Let me see if I can fast forward it to the part.
They know that nigga get it in, bro. You say what they want.
Big Gene Deal said Slay knew he was a fucking snake.
They know he get it in.
So you know.
Is there any clips on the internet? But there was I remember there was a K Slay interview. Damn, I'm gonna have to pull that up. I remember it was a K Slay interview with Wack, and they kind of was bumping heads on the interview about something. I don't know if it was him with K Slay or like somebody else that was on there. I'm gonna pull that up too, man. But besides that, can anybody pull up any other content where K Slay was mentioning Wack 100?
But the problem is though, niggas feel like when your gun go warm, they want to test you, and they feel like when you got a lot to lose now, you ain't gonna move the same way.
Yo, Haas. That shit crazy, man. Yo, Doggy, what's good, Doggy Diamond?
I'm not calling about me. Yeah, nigga. Now y'all don't give a fuck. Yo, Wack, you going in T.I. and you not supposed to fuck T.I. Nigga. Might give a fuck about that nigga, bro. You got this nigga thinking because he fuck with you, nigga, like he untouchable, bro. That shit don't mean nothing out here. That's what I told the nigga straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
Yo, what's up with the clubhouse? You own that shit?
Nah, like you said.
Yeah. Y'all heard what he said, man. Y'all heard what he said. That's crazy. What I don't understand is that all this shit he's saying about everybody, these are niggas that he do business with. This who Game fuck with.
But niggas want to sit up there and wonder why I recorded the nigga like there's nobody safe from him. Game and T.I. fuck with each other hard. But Wack sitting up there shitting on him. If you ever heard that song, if you do it to him, you do it to me? Come on, man. He done did it to too many people. I'm not going to play the sucker for you. How that song go, everybody plays the fool sometimes. Not this time. Now I see why Star be running around talking about he ain't a friend of no one. I understand clearly now. Because dudes will befriend.
He hated that
It made
shit.
it made
Shit, but
and he get extorted or get murdered.
All right, I ain't hear the
see our
part
relationship.
that we looking for
Nobody want to give money.
for some reason, but it's all good, man. Let's get to it, man. That was just a startup, man. We about to get to the content, man. What we came here for, and we gonna get busy, man. It's a lot to talk about. Let me see. I got a couple topics already picked out, man. We gonna get into of course, Wack still talking about Young and Jefe, even though Young and Jefe then went totally silent on that conversation. And I believe that the last time I heard Young and Jefe talk about Wack, he said that he wasn't doing no more content on Wack, that it was where it was, you know what I mean? And if Wack got an issue, let's not make content. Let's call each other, meet up, and get a squabble in, right? So we got that, man. A couple people, and then I seen a couple people make some videos saying that Wack dissed the 8 trays or whatever when he was addressing Young and Jefe, you know what I mean? And I kind of watched a couple videos. I might run a clip of that. We go over that, see what we think about that or whatever. And then like some of Jefe's homeboys been responding to Wack. One of them just responded like to Wack. You know what I mean? They talking about whatever they talking about. We're going to get into that too. And then Adam22 coming off of his loss to Jason Love. He didn't even fight, throw one punch. He back talking about 4 extras. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into this J Prince Wack 100 response. You know, Wack's supposed to went to his hood day. We got this Max B situation, all that. So, let's get into it, man. Let's start getting through some of this content, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna, get to it, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe, man, and comment in the chat. And vote, man. Vote on that poll. Do y'all think Wack showing up to his hood day today?
And as it turned out, your brother did, in fact, in the course of trying to steal money from David Taylor, use the gun against him. Is that correct? Max B says yes. He shot and he killed him. Is that correct? Max B says yes. Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some money and you really need to find a way to get...
All right, hold on. While he doing what he doing. So Wack 100, and this is what people accuse Wack of right here. I need another YouTube. This is something that Young and Jefe been talking about right here with Wack. You know, he been saying that basically that Wack be giving content to Flacco for Flacco to run on certain individuals, right? You know what I mean? About street stuff or whatever. Now, he was talking about gang shit, but he was also talking about just regular street stuff. So let me see. Here we go.
I sent it to Prince earlier because I was moving. The nigga sent it from the joint out of nowhere. So look, tell me some paperwork from the penitentiary.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I sent it to Prince earlier because I was moving. The nigga sent it from the joint out of nowhere. Go look at it. If he sent me some paperwork, you know it's some crazy shit.
Oh, God.
Let me see what this is. What is this? Charlie Wingate. Oh, shit. 20 pages. Plea hearing and decision. Oh, what is this? Oh, man.
Charlie Wingate.
Let me see. Mr. Charlie Wingate State, bro.
Yeah, that Max B.
Yeah, the nigga. To court. Welcome, Mr. Wingate. Good to see you. Good afternoon. You too, Judge.
What?
Them sound like minutes.
Court, I understand we have a resolution that does not involve the court deciding a PCR in the court. For the record, this is indictment. Wait, understand as follows. Jackson guilty pleas in count 1. It's charging out weird manslaughter. The status of Charlie Wingate, defendant sworn. The court, thank you, Mr. Wingate. Now I have a couple of questions I want to ask you. Okay, now they got this Max B on the stand. On page 7, the court, how old are you to go over this arrangement? You know, other substance which could affect your ability, which included, and do you understand that? Yes, all right. Before it's ultimately decided.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, nigga just sent me this today.
In the block.
All the rest of this shit is just, it's them pushing this sentence from the 75 to the 20 based upon saying Pooh Sims knew that he was gonna kill the people if they had a firearm during the robbery. Pooh Sims pulled the trigger.
Have y'all ever asked yourself why is Wack so invested in the situation with Max B? Because don't nobody, like, I'm gonna just be honest, especially the younger generation, because they don't even know who the hell Max B is, but I'm gonna be all the way real. Nobody cares about this Max B situation. I don't know why he keep going back to this Max B thing. Like, really, what Max B did is what he did. You know what I mean? It's in the black and white. Nobody cares, so nobody's gonna get a reaction. You ain't even getting a reaction out of New York with this Max B shit. Like, nobody really cares about it. Nobody's talking about it, but stupid motherfuckers like me repeating what you're saying, but nobody cares. At the end of the day, the only paperwork that the ruler gang is concerned with seeing and you presenting is the paperwork on the boy T Grizzly. That's what we want. We want the paperwork on T Grizzly. Somebody said New York always have accepted their rats, though. They probably have. I mean, shit. Look how Alpo was just moving around in New York when he was out. Because he got popped. He got his TV turned off over something totally different. It ain't even had nothing to do with his case. Hit that like button, though, man. Let me get some likes. We got 104 people already in here, already on the early side. Hit the like button for me. But yeah, no, like D-Twin said, nobody cares about Max B. Where's the damn paperwork from T Grizzly? Somebody else said Wack is invested so much because he's trying to deflect from the fact that Wack is a rat. Wack needs to drop his paperwork and statements he made to the police. Yeah, y'all getting them likes up fast. Come on, let's get it up to let's try to get it up to 50. Let's keep playing this though. He laying it out, but on his Instagram page, and I'll go to that. He talk about, I think he put on there too that he was giving this content to Flacco.
Get arrested, just court and attorney. Yeah. Wait. What do you want me to do with your files, Mr. Wingate? Hold on. What are you talking about? What did not to be?
All right, come on, man.
At the sentencing, we'll take the Good morning, sir. Wack.
It is.
All
Get
right.
figured out, ain't nobody gonna give it to him. And now Max B moving around, ain't nobody with him. But he emailed it to me today. This is paperwork he got because he appealed.
Yeah.
So they gotta send him everything. He finally getting a plea agreement that Max B took. Max B straight told him he went over the intention to kill anybody that had a firearm. He had the gun. They went to rob the niggas. I wasn't there.
In the block.
Yeah, he did what Gunna did. Yes. Minus the man.
Yes, ma'am.
Gun. He put the he did a little work.
Clubhouse.
All right, cool. That's just kind of introduction, man. We're gonna go to Flacco's video, but first of all, I want to go to Instagram real quick. Yeah, I want to go to Instagram real quick and show, you know what I mean? And we just gonna prove a point real fast. All right, so if you're looking on Instagram, this is it, right? And you can see it says, this ain't gonna be good. Run for cover. This man told. Sheesh. At Pistol Pete, KARTL, Kilo Racks, basically. I bet you don't question these documents. At Poetic Flacco News, I'm busy with the nothing but content editing and completion of the app for late February launch. Check your email. So he basically saying he's sending it to Poetic Flacco. So let's see. Look, Tufstino, shout out to Tufstino, man. Even though he be on Ant's head, pause. But he said, "I Poetic Flacco News. Do what you're told, boy. Drop this content like your pops told you." Man, they be on Flacco ass, man. I'm telling you, like Flacco be looking crazy. What somebody else say? At 100 Show, put in a link in your bio. Let the people read it if you're trying to be real. No, we don't want no 15-minute video of Poetic Flacco breaking the parts you want him to. What you want him to bring up. The whole goal of exposure is to be put up on game. So people are saying basically, why is Wack sending this to Poetic Flacco? They wanted to see the link they damn self so they can read the paperwork they self. And I get it. I get it. But come on, let's get to it real quick. Let's see what Flacco did with the content.
Started now. We just uncovered a really nasty and dark secret that Max B has been hiding for about 10 years now.
Because the rat gonna take the state gonna make them take the plea and say, if you get a plea, but you gotta tell on your co-defendants. Y'all don't have that. There's none of that on the stand. No bigger bail on no stand.
What's going on, champ?
No tape, complete police station statements. None of that. All right? So let's get that right.
Max B is a rat. And before today, there was no proof. But after today, there's no denying that Max B is the worst type of rat. And
I'm going to let this keep playing. I just want to say this. It's crazy when non-affiliate, non-street dudes, people who ain't got a street bone in their body, can get on the internet and actually say, well, it's the internet. But it's crazy just to hear somebody that we know that ain't never been in the streets, ain't never did no street shit, call somebody a rat. Civilians aren't supposed to care about who's telling and who ain't. But for him to call Max B a rat is crazy. Regardless if Max B is a rat or not, I feel like people who haven't been in the streets, who haven't even been around the streets, you know what I mean, don't know anything about the streets besides what they see online, shouldn't be validated to be able to call somebody a rat. That's wild, but let's keep going.
These court transcripts prove it. Pistol P and other New York OGs who are supposed to be anti-rats have known for a while now that Max B is an informant, and they've not only harbored Max B, but they've utilized their platforms to lie for Max B and cover up his tracks. By the way, I'm not surprised at all. All these old heads are hypocrites, but it was really disheartening when I seen Pistol P and his co-hosts go on their platform to vouch for Max B go out of their way to lie for Max B when they said that Max B took a plea deal and he only admitted to his role in the situation. So hence, Max B is not a snitch.
We love you, you know what I'm saying? And we appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's very important for the viewers, you know what I'm saying? For those out there that don't know Max B and they hear, you know how sound travels. You feel me, Tom?
These old heads be politicking. When I seen Pistol Pete terrified to even say rat accusations when asking a question, I thought, hold on, bruh. This ain't the Pistol Pete I know. Now, usually Wack would be the only old head I trust to be exposing these rats. But right now, Wack 100 is like taking a break. He's working on his network called Nothing But Content. He got a show coming up.
Oh, so Wack is, so I should have said this earlier. So Wack is working on content today. Wack isn't in Pacoima at the Hood Day like he said he would be. We're going to get into that later too, though. But so, I mean, we can probably end this poll because he didn't show up, but get in the poll and let's just see how many people actually know that we're going to show up to his Hood Day. They might have been lining him up.
Now with Blueface called Fresh Out of Love, another show with 607 Unc. Wack is busy. So I guess I got to do it because, you know, I guess technically I'm also an exposer.
So and I want to add to that, right? Because so what you have when an individual takes a plea is called plea allocution. And a plea allocution, what happens is the court will ask you questions to make sure that you're clear and that you're certain that you would like to take the plea that's being offered to you by the government and the judge, right? So the court, they'll state facts of the case and you either say yes or no. By accepting the plea, you're saying that I'm guilty and I accept responsibility for the part that I played.
That's just a flat out lie. What Max B did is much more than just own up to his role in a situation. What Max B actually did is textbook snitching, but they was comfortable telling these lies on these podcasts because they thought nobody would ever uncover the real. Nobody would ever find the documents. But I have 27 pages of transcripts to prove that Max B is a rat.
I'm gonna stop it again. So if y'all know about Max B's case, because I was just really in tune to hip hop at that time. So I had already back then I knew that, well, it might not have been exactly back then, but it was a little while after Max B went to jail. I can remember reading on, I don't know if it was on a web page or something, or even watching videos, that Max B had told the police where the girl was who actually was with Pooh Sims during that particular crime. This shit is really old news. And then Wack and them talked about it back before, you know what I mean, around the time we was wearing masks. I don't like saying the word because they kind of be acting funny about that on YouTube. But y'all know what I'm saying. During the time when we was locked down in our houses, Wack and them been talked about that. So again, I'll put this, and I know y'all, I done already asked y'all before, what is Wack's purpose of trying to expose Max B? Because nobody really is he say, for the kids ain't looking up to Max B. Also, don't nobody do no street business with him. Nobody's doing no street business with Max B. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers around him know what's going on. Everybody know. What's the point? But let's keep going though, man.
By January of 2007, Max B, his brother Pooh Sims, and a woman he was pimping out called Gina Conway was all sitting in jail facing murder conspiracy charges. Gina took a plea deal before their trial in 2009, and she agreed to testify against Max B and his brother Pooh Sims. Gina agreed to testify once she learned that Max B was the one who actually told on her when she was on the run from the police in 2006.
How did they actually find you?
Well, I was going to Sin City actually because I wanted to meet Max there because I needed some money, and he knew I was coming there, and it was said that he helped the police catch me. That's what one of the detectives said, and on the stand.
Oh, so Max knew that you were coming to Sin City, and a detective actually said that Max contacted the police and told them where you're going to be in order for you to be arrested?
Yes.
Her account of Max B telling on her before he even got arrested has already been out here, but the public has taken Max B's side, to be honest. One user says a cop told her Max B told on her, LOL, easiest trick in the book. The detective says, laughing my A off. Essentially, folks believe that if it comes from a cop or a detective, it's not credible at all whatsoever, which is why Max B telling on her has nothing to do with this current story in this video. We're actually documenting Max B telling on his brother Pooh Sims. And what we got, the evidence that we have, is not detective says. It's 4K evidence of Max B's own words of him snitching and ratting on his own brother.
So somebody asks, how did they find out Max was into? Like, basically, I'm taking it that you asking, like, how did they find out that Max B was involved? So basically, and what some of the people in the comments are saying might be true though, even though I still believe that Max B gave them some information, but I don't believe that. I'm not sure if that information is like totally why Max B is out right now, but we'll get into that later. But how did he got into it though? How they found out Max B was into it was when Max B told them where she was at. They went and picked her up. When they got her to the police station and they asked her, you know, about what was going on, they told her that Max was the one that told her where she was at. So once the police tell her that, she get to telling everything. Max set it up, you know what I mean? Pooh Sims did this. I met the dude. I mean, she gave him the whole rundown of everything.
Gina and Max B was in a relationship, but he was pimping her out. So she was hanging out with random dudes on a daily basis. On one of these days, she was hanging out with a guy called Alan Plowden, who had a lot of money. He took her shopping that day, had $30,000 in cash to impress her. They went to a hotel. Now, Gina finessed the key for the hotel room and left Alan at the hotel and link up with Max B. Gina, being this brain-dead bimbo, told Max B that this trick who just took her shopping had $30,000 in his hotel room, and she had the keys to the hotel room. Max B, being a greasy, dirty New Yorker, told his brother Pooh Sims about what was going on and told him to go back to the hotel room with Gina and rob the trick Allen of the $30,000. Pooh Sims brought a gun with him, well, obviously, but the robbery that was supposed to be easy, clean, neat, get in, get out, actually got really complicated and turned into a murder conspiracy when the dude Allen, friend, walked in the room while the robbery was taking place.
And you know, I mean, he was like basically like looking for the money, and then he told the guy to call his friend up that was in the room downstairs, and his friend came upstairs. And then basically like when he came upstairs, Kelvin shot him in the head. Well, he shot him right here.
Yeah, I don't know why they grabbed Max B first, though. You know what I mean? I just know that he wasn't a suspect until after she went downtown not downtown. After she went to the police, to the precinct and told everything. You know what I'm saying? So what made them go after him first? Was it because they knew where he was at and didn't know where Pooh Sims was at, or what? I'm not for sure.
And it's scary, I think.
It's really being understated how stupid this group of criminals are. They didn't even make away with the target. They left before finding the $30,000. When the police got to the scene, they found $30,000 at the scene. Due to how sloppy this job was, Max B and Pooh Sims was ultimately found guilty. Max B was sentenced to 75 years in prison for his role in his murder conspiracy. Pooh Sims was sentenced to life. Gina was sentenced to 15 years, and she was denied a shorter sentence even after cooperation. So she cooperated, testified, did everything she's supposed to do, and she got 15 years. The person who took the stand and cooperated was denied a shorter sentence and was sent to prison for 15 years. But magically, 11 years into Max B's 75-year sentence, he was brought back to court and had his time shortened from 75 to 20 years. Only 5 years more than a person who supposedly took the stand and cooperated, which logically makes no sense. But Max B will call into Vlad TV after getting his sentence reduced from 75 years to 20 years with a creative explanation as to how this was possible without cooperating and snitching.
Okay, well, we don't have much time, so I just want to get caught up with you real quick. First and foremost, July of last year, because originally you were sentenced to 75 years. But then last July, you said you got reduced to 20 years and then to 12 years. So explain.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I'm eligible for my full minimum status in February, so I'll most likely be, you know, by the end of next year, I'll be like in halfway house. That's like worst case scenario, halfway house, end of the next year. So that's why I said that. But it's going down. I'm here. I'm on my way. I done gave my shit back. I done did the most part, for the most part. So right now, I'm just finding it out, get ready. I'm almost there. It's almost over. So,
okay, so
you know, I can only say that for so much, but it's actually true this time. So you'll be good.
Okay, so explain to everyone how you go from 75 to 12.
Well, I went back on post-conviction. My sentence was vacated for 75 years, so I got back on. My first appeal was denied. Then when I went back on post-conviction, I found ineffective assistance against my lawyer, and before the case came back before the judge made an actual decision or decided to turn the whole case over, I pleaded out. I couldn't go through. I couldn't go through waiting for another decision or the courts, you know what I'm saying, or another letdown. So I took the 20. So that with my time, man, and once I get full minimum, I'll be down to about 12 and a half years.
All that beating around the bush you just heard is nonsense. Max B went from 75 years to 20 years because he went into that courtroom and ratted and told and threw his brother under the bus and told the court his brother did some things that his brother is currently saying he didn't do.
By that, feel like I'm coming out of nowhere with the stuff that I'm saying. All you got to do is holler at me. I got the paperwork. I got letters. I got everything to support what I'm saying. That Max B cooperated. French Montana, no, and he condoning it. Cameron, no, he condoning it. Jim Jones was mentioned in this whole situation, so I had to send the paperwork to Jim Jones to put him.
So listen, Jim Jones don't get along with Max B. Hit the like button. We got it 166 watching with 45 likes. I told y'all we needed at least 50. You know what I mean? We really need about 75 though, for real. So hit that like button, man. Subscribe up if you ain't subscribed to the platform, man. So we know that Jim Jones don't like Max B. He's saying Cameron no. French Montana no. You know what I'm saying? My thing has always been, okay, French Montana got a business relationship with Max B. So at the same time, why would French Montana be saying something when I believe that French Montana probably was a part of helping get, you know, some financial assistance to Max B for his lawyers. So we know he ain't gonna say shit. Cam is cool with Max B, so he not gonna say nothing. And my thing has always been, if Jim Jones, he don't like Max B, but we've never heard Jim Jones call Max B a snitch. Like I can't remember. I might have missed it, but I can't. Somebody said in the chat, paperwork says Max B a rat, period. Only people that can accept it is New York ninjas. Somebody said Jim would have been put it out. That's why I was just saying, like, it seemed like Jim would already put it out. Somebody else said exactly. I looked at the screen like, whoa, hold on, what happened? Steffi, Weffy, Storm, and 2 picked up on that. You can't tell he lying, and I'm an L7. He tried to basically deflect. That wasn't the question. Yeah, I mean, I believe that. I believe that Max B cooperated. I mean, in some form or fashion. Basically, just the fact that Max B told them where he knew she was involved in the whole robbery, right? The fact that Max B told this girl told the police where to go find her was crazy as hell. I would have never did that. I would have never told them where to go. I ain't seen her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why is you telling them where she at? So just off of that, he was in violation just for that alone. You feel what I'm saying? And that's something we been knew about, though. That ain't nothing new. So why, I just, why is it being talked? Why is it so important to Wack? I want to say, and I feel like the reason why it's so important to Wack is because New York was on Wack's ass about dealing with 6ix9ine, and then after the 6ix9ine situation where people was calling him out for dealing with 6ix9ine, this is when Wack started going on this big crusade of exposing people's paperwork. But prior to people calling him out for working with 6ix9ine, we really didn't hear a lot about Wack 100 talking about paperwork the way that he do now. Them boys from New York was on Wack's head on Clubhouse about it, and then he just wanted to expose, I'm gonna expose this person, let's bring this up. Somebody brought him the Max B paperwork and it been up ever since. But other than that, nobody cares, Wack.
Holla at me.
Max B's initial appeal to overturn the conviction was denied, but Max B was able to get back into court on a technicality. So Max B had a lawyer called Gerald Saludi. He's on your right. Now, Gerald Saludi was Max B's criminal defense lawyer and his entertainment lawyer. The judges ultimately ruled that Max B deserved a new trial because Gerald, being his entertainment lawyer and his defense attorney, is a conflict of interest, and they believe that Gerald gave Max B bad legal advice on purpose to protect his own interest. So Max B came to court with his new lawyers and told the judge, hey, listen, he advised me to decline the 10-year plea deal and take this case to trial, which ultimately got me 75 years. I would have taken a 10-year plea deal, but he told me not to. I believe he told me not to, and he lied to me because he wanted me to go on tour and make him money. I couldn't go on tour if I took a 10-year plea deal. So he was protecting his own self-interest when he was supposed to be working on my behalf. The court ruled that that was pretty valid and Max B should get a new trial. However, the prosecutors offered Max B a deal. Now, Max B was presented with two options here. Take the new trial, keep it solid, and prove you're innocent if you're innocent, or take the plea deal, rat out on all your co-defendants, make it impossible for them to ever get out of jail, and then, we'll give you 20 years and then you get out, after time served, et cetera, et cetera.
That is crazy. My lawyer talks me into taking it to trial. We blow trial. I get 70-some years. But had I just took the deal from the beginning like I wanted to, I could only got 10. But this part of the conversation is cool for content, but it don't matter. Max B done already told the police where the girl was at. Somebody in the chat said, so no, everybody just made a big deal about Ratlanta. Now nobody care about paperwork. They don't care about paperwork. And to be honest with you, I really never talked about the Atlanta situation. I ain't gonna call it Ratlanta because there's some real people in Atlanta. But I get why you saying that. But I didn't do too much content on the Atlanta stuff other than like what Wack and them was saying for real. Like that whole Young Thug, the phone, the interrogation video, and I do not think that none of these rappers are who they say they are. Like, and I think that was the fascination with like Chicago, because we was actually seeing rappers who really was doing some of the stuff that they was doing, and that actually was like a domino effect. It got a lot of people, a lot of young men across the country either bodied or locked up because they were trying to rap about the stuff that they was doing, or they was trying to portray the shit that they was doing in music. But beyond the King Vons and the FBG Ducks of the world, I don't believe nothing these rappers say. The same way they was back in the day. The Ice Cubes never ain't did nothing to nobody. Or some of the rappers that was talking about all this work they was selling and pushing in the streets, never sold nothing. I knew people that was trying to like rap. We was really out here hustling. We was really out here moving work and rapping. It was people that was trying to do the same shit and to make themselves valid or real, just like these dudes like join the gangs and shit because they want to, talk about gang rappers. So I'm going to join a gang after becoming a rapper. Them niggas was trying to sell drugs and they was already grown. I hopped off the porch at like 13, 14 years old, pushing crack. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't believe nothing these rappers say. They all fake. So it didn't surprise me what was going on in Atlanta. You feel what I'm saying?
Max B decided he was not going to go to trial. He was going to take the easier route, which is take the plea deal and snitch on his co-defendants to get out. His brother, Pooh Sims, his co-defendant, is still maintaining his innocence. Pooh Sims is currently in the process of filing another appeal. Pooh Sims is still saying he didn't do none of this. So when Max B took this plea deal, went to court, and called his brother a murderer, there's no getting out of this. The black and white shows Max B is a rat. And I got the black and white for you guys. Let's get into it. When Max B went back to court for his PCR, Max B agreed that he would just plead guilty to 1 count of aggravated manslaughter instead of having to redo the process again and potentially going back to trial. He was going to plead guilty to 1 count of aggravated manslaughter. In exchange, the state had agreed that they will vacate the previous jury verdict and his last sentence, giving room for the judge to resentence Max B. That gave the judge legal grounds to vacate Max B's 75-year sentence and then resentence him to 20 years. However, Max B still had to come to court and admit to a lot. The judge alerted Max B they were going to be asking him some questions about the offense. First, I'm going to have you go back to the day before that, September the 21st of 2006. On or about that day, did you have a conversation with 2 of the people that you're charged in this indictment, Gina Marie Conway and Calvin Lederman? Max B says, yes, I did. He already telling, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, it gets worse. He's telling in this regard because Pooh Sims, a.k.a. Calvin Lederman, told the court in his appeal he has nothing to do with this. He was never involved. He was not present. He don't know what's going on. Max B would further implicate his brother in this murder conspiracy by telling the court that him and Calvin in particular had an agreement that Calvin was going to go into the state of New Jersey because he was in New York and couldn't go with Gina. Is that correct? He says yes. Mr. Calvin was going to go over to the state of New Jersey, and he along with Gina Conway were going to try to steal money from a couple of individuals. He says yes. Now, the individuals that we're talking about are the victims, David Taylor and Alan Plowden. Is that correct? Max B says yes. Max B will tell the court that they targeted David Taylor and Alan Plowden because they were...
Max B telling every damn thing. Yes. He trying to get up out of that goddamn 70-some years he done got sentenced to. So they must tell him, hey, listen, in order for you to get this break off your sentence, we need you to go in here and confess to everything. Because basically, in any type of appeal that Pooh Sims might try to get or whatever, they're going to use this against him. Now, check this out. And this is where people need to wake up and talk to your nephews and cousins and shit about this, though. Ain't it fucked up that Max B came up with this allegedly, this plan? He got with old girl and Pooh Sims, and old girl is out. She did 15 years. Max B is home, rich again, doing whatever he's doing. And this man, Pooh Sims, basically is stuck in jail because he's not going to be able to get out on no appeal after Max B confessed to all this shit.
They will routinely have large amount of cash in their possession. He would also say that they were targeted specifically for theft by himself, Calvin, and Gina Conway. This is when the ratting really get crucial. The court tells Max B, all right, so when you and Mr. Calvin conspired that Mr. Calvin will go to New Jersey to try to steal money from these men, you had that in your head that one or both of these guys might have a gun. Is that correct? Max B says yes. And was there, in fact, a conversation between yourself and your brother about your brother also bringing with him a gun in the event one or both of these intended victims had guns themselves? Did you, in fact, talk about that? Max B says, yes. Calvin said, I wasn't there. I don't know what's going on. They said, all right. And was it your understanding that Calvin was going to have a handgun with him when he went over to New Jersey along with Gina Conway to try to steal these men's money? He says, yes. Now, you also understood, you have to explain to me that although there was no plan to shoot either of these men, that if there was a confrontation between armed people, you knew your brother would use that gun if he had to. Is that correct? He said, yes. Max, that's your brother, cuz. Have mercy, man. Max, that's your brother, bro. Don't do that to don't do this, Max. And if it was also understood by you that if your brother did in fact use the gun against one or both of these men, they'd probably get killed. Is that correct? He says, yes.
Man, this shit crazy. I mean, it ain't crazy, but this shit crazy. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking about it, man. And somebody in the chat asked, Black Moss Gaming is asking, who said something first? How did they know he was a part of this anyway? Who said something? Listen, bruh. Black Moss Gaming, just listen, hear me out. Old girl was identified as someone that was at the scene. They didn't kill everybody. They just killed one individual. There was another dude there. Right? Yeah, they killed both of them or just one dude, right? It was two dudes there. They were identified at the scene. The police started looking for her. They pulled up on Max B looking for her. Max B allegedly wasn't a suspect at that time. When she found out that Max B had told them where she was at after they picked her up, that's when Max B got told on by her. That's how Max B got pulled into the case. It wasn't until she gave them Max B that he was a suspect. But he's still telling though. He's still even because he should have never sent them to where she was at. I want to say that she was hiding out at his sister's house or whatnot.
And as it turned out, your brother did in fact, in the course of trying to steal money from David Taylor, use the gun against them. Is that correct? Max B says yes. He shot and killed him. Is that correct? Max B says yes. Oh! It was also understood by you.
But how would Max B know if he shot and killed the dude, David Taylor, because Max B wasn't there? So somebody in the chat room said, we got to watch Wack. This might be some fake paperwork. So that's somebody said in the chat. And that's why Wack or whoever is presenting this paperwork should have posted the link so everybody could have looked at it, but they content hungry, so they want to let Flacco be the person with it first. But somebody in the paperwork real. I ain't saying it ain't real. No. I ain't saying it ain't real. But I'm saying this is some questions that people was having. But at the end of the day, how does Max B know who shot and killed who? I mean, in a court of law, we know how you know, but I'm just saying, like, how you know? That's just a weird question for me, for them to ask him. But anyway, he doing a lot of telling right now. He earning his time cut.
Brother did in fact use that gun against one or both of these men, they'd probably get killed. Is that right? Max B says yes. And as it turned out, your brother did in fact, in the course of trying to steal money from David Taylor, use the gun against him. Is that correct? Max B says yes. He shot and he killed him. Is that correct? Max B says yes. This is telling Max B's a rat. The only reason I even care why I'm invested in this, y'all know I'm pro rats. I love the rats, okay? But what I don't like is somebody who is a rat but then try to shame other rats and try to present themselves as if they're not. No, I don't like that, okay? And I don't like hypocrisy. I don't like hypocrites, right? I don't like these quote-unquote anti-rats, New York old heads, right, who move around as if they're so anti-rats, but then they're co-signing rats. It doesn't make sense to me at all. All right, now, I'll send the black and white and the paperwork to anybody who wants it, okay? But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of politics. Some people won't cover this because they don't want to burn their relationship with Max B. But this is telling, man. Let me know in the comment section, is this telling from your perspective? All right, and if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good...
I don't know. It's definitely telling. I don't see no getting around it for Max B. You know what I mean? But again, this ain't gonna affect Max B's his grind. I don't see nothing changing for him. For one, like everybody in the chat is saying, New York has been known to cover and cover up for they people or whatever. Let's just go to Pistol Pete's Instagram real quick. Hold on. I think Wack might have added him. Because I'm telling you, I doubt if anybody is saying anything for sure. Let's see. The Porter Flacco. All right, let's see what Pete's saying. Let's see if he even acknowledged it. I'm telling y'all, man, people is not caring. No, nobody's talking about it. Nobody, like I said, nobody cares. Wack is like wasting his time atting these New York cats, man. They do not give a damn. Let me see. The real Pooh Sims, Max B. Yeah, Max. Let's see. I guarantee you, Max B is not addressing this. Max B somewhere chilling, counting his bro. What he say? Look. This is what Max B say. I got these bitches looking thirsty for a blunt. This not an ordinary day in the hood. Baby, this is the first of the month. That's what Max B talking about. He writing bars in this goddamn story. Max B don't give a damn about Wack 100 or what nobody else think about him. Listen, I did what I had to do to come home. Y'all see how old Max B look? Look how old this cat look. Max B is looking old as fuck. Y'all think Max B actually care about what anybody is saying about him snitching? Did Max B rat on Pooh Sims? Yes. Did Max B, look, that was a little too loud. Did Max B tell on the old girl? Did he tell on his girlfriend, Gina Conway? Yes, he told on her. Did Max B go to court for his plea agreement and admit guilt on his side as well as what other people did? Hell yeah. Damn, it's spiking. I keep seeing it spike. Hell yeah, he did. But at the end of the day, he don't give a damn. He don't. Somebody said very strong in the face. New York act like Max B the next Pac. LOL, man, gone. And he definitely ain't the listen. The only people that know about Max B is people who was actually caught in the cult following of that whole Bird Gang, Dipset, Cameron, Joel Santana, Purple City, Uncasa, Freaky Zeke. You know what I mean? That wave right there. What's the boy's name that got killed? That they was cool with. Damn, I can't think of his name right now, man. But them the only people that know who this dude. Like, nobody cares about Max B. Wack 100 is doing this. Max B is a rat. But Wack 100 is only doing this because New York called him out for doing business with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Flat out. Flat out. Somebody said something about Wack. Yo, they retracted that shit quick. Man, get them damn likes up though, man. We should be at 75 by now. Let's go ahead and get into let's keep going, man. Get into the rest of this content, man, because I really feel like we wasting our time talking about this Max B shit. You know, nobody is looking at, like, I don't know, like I wasn't one of them dudes like, oh, Max B is home. Like, I think the whole welcome somebody home, like welcome these rappers home thing then got burnt out. Like, I think the last time a rapper got out that it really like was like, damn, all right, he out, was like when Gucci Mane got out. I can't think of nobody else that got out since then that we really was like. I mean, Pooh Shiesty just got out, but I mean, we kind of was like, all right, Pooh Shiesty, you wasn't even gone that long. Pooh Shiesty out, you know what I mean? I can't think of another rapper that got out of jail that we really cared that he was out. They make these first day out songs. I think the kids cared about maybe NBA Youngboy. You know what I mean? I didn't give a fuck. I don't listen to no goddamn Youngboy. I don't even understand what the hell he be saying half the time. Well, let's go to this this Wack and Adam show, man. No jumper. Let's get on that real quick. Let's get it started.
He drunk. And for him to.
So we're gonna start this at about.
And for him to get to your weight class,
I mean, he's just a goofball that talks about me on the line.
We're gonna start this at about 34, somewhere around 34:07.
Havoc on his body.
You capping right now, right?
I would never cap. I would never bap.
You don't
Y'all know this Wack got that. Hold on.
got no damn accent.
Y'all know this Wack got the AOK shirt on. That stands for Agent of Chaos. So now he didn't got this shirt made. He's trying to actually lean into. Y'all know I've been saying this for a minute. I don't understand why. Like Wack is the damn villain. You're a villain, bruh. Lean into who you are. Lean into your role in this goddamn circus that we all watching. You a goddamn super villain. So he's leaning into it a little bit right here, you know. He done went out and got him a little hoodie made with his little AOK shit on it to say Red Division, Agent of Chaos. Then he got two roosters on the side of it, you know, with the little logo made. So he's trying to lean into this Agent of Chaos. Now, maybe in his mind, that's I don't know, he's trying to turn a negative into a positive. But I don't think that being 50 and being an Agent of Chaos on the internet is something that I would be proud of. You know what I mean? Somebody said super villain, ? Nah, super rat.
Says to no damn.
What? You're doubting me?
Yeah, I'm doubting you.
Okay.
You don't have it. Okay. You're lying.
Okay. Anyway, I feel like I have to open the door for you to speak on this.
What?
Tell me where things went wrong with the Jefe situation.
Well, you know, Adam, listen. You know this better than me. A lot of these dudes, they play the role like they one way. I'm good at playing the role. I sit back and watch and I wait to see when they're going to want to go bad. And usually when shit slows down and they need something to talk about, use Wack's name. So for some reason, this dude doesn't understand. I think you know this. The 100 side of Clubhouse runs 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Every 4 hours, it rotates rooms, different content. Different people own the rooms. They're just part of the 100 side.
Okay.
Right? Exclusively in our rotation. So I get a text. My spies is telling me.
I'm live.
Bumpy, who's from Skyline Power, who's from San Diego, is going crazy on Jefe.
Okay.
I come in the room. Bro, what y'all talking about? So when he goes to tell me something about Jefe's content, I just listened to Jefe's content, but I didn't know he had dropped a third segment.
With X4, you mean?
No, it wasn't even that one. He was talking about the Martin Luther King thing, right?
Oh, right.
So I listened to the first one or two, you know, whatever it is, what it was, right? So as I'm telling Bump, nah, that ain't, he like, nah.
So if I can recall, Wack claimed he never really watched, like, it seemed like he was saying he never watched it or never really paid attention. And he also said that he really don't watch Young Aunt Jefe's content like that. But now he's sitting in front of his business partner. And now he's saying that he actually watched the first two videos that Young Aunt Jefe did on. And when he said that he really don't watch Ant like that, I knew it was a lie. Because if you go back and you look at the last couple of times that Wack went live, he was saying that back with another one and all that shit that Ant be saying. Like, you know how there was a couple other YouTubers that was kind of like saying some of the same shit that, you know, Ant and them was saying or whatever. So, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
You don't know what he just dropped. So when they sent it to me, I wasn't ready for what I read.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be real. So it's kind of like my mind is like, okay, well, how do I navigate myself through this without Aunt Jefe feeling like I'm on some bullshit?
Uh-huh.
So I gave the room back to the motherfucker that's running the room. I'm texting Aunt Jefe telling him, hey, bro, they're running the room on you, whatever you. I sent him on the text. what they're talking about. I'm giving him warning.
And they were upset because of the way that he covered the MLK parade, in which allegedly all these different blood hoods came together to basically march through Rolling 40's territory and intimidate people. That's the narrative I kind of heard going around.
Here's the problem, right? Here's what I couldn't defend. When you a member, as they like to say it, or a street dude, if it's 3 Bloods and 15 Crips jump out and take off on us, right? And somebody asks us what happened, we may say, niggas rushed us, we got down, they packed us out, so we're gonna say. But we're gonna say it in a way to where it was a mutual thing, right? His words was crazy.
And
his words were detective CDC 115-ish as the police write it up.
But what could he possibly say to add to this, given that he wasn't there and had no direct knowledge of it?
He said...
He's just reacting to the clips.
He said the Bloods, right, bonded together.
That's what everybody's saying.
And then he started to name different blood sets.
Right.
That actually identified themselves on video already on the internet, but whatever.
To go and attack the Crips. That you can write some shit like that. Now what you did was made the Crips look like they victims, which I don't know no Crips, no Keyways. I don't give what happened to them ever gonna say we got attacked by the Bloods. See, at that point in time, now you got victim and you got the aggressors, right? And that ain't how we format shit. We just gonna say we got down, we squabbled up, niggas tried to pack us out, but it's gonna be in a way where either side is not saying, look what y'all did to us, or we're victims. I've never seen a street dude write like that and say, the Bloods bonded together to go down to whatever, to attack the Crips. So this is
what they did. Like, it's not like he predicted that. That's actually what you saw in the video.
All I know is a squabble. All this, who went to attack.
Even if he said that the Bloods and the Crips got into a fight at MLK Day, it's the same damn thing. Like, I mean, the attack wording is crazy. Even if you say the Bloods and the Crips got into a squabble, a brawl, they packed out the Crips. Like, the police know what these other words mean. The police know that instead of saying attack, they're saying a squabble or a brawl. It's the same damn thing. Like, the police ain't stupid. They got gang experts. And if y'all paid any attention to like the YNW Melly trial, the first trial, the one that he actually got a what was it, like a hung jury or whatever that happened and that shit. Anyway, if you watch those trials, you will know that the police know exactly what you're saying, even when you're trying to use slang. So either way, let's just say that you just didn't like him reporting on it in the way that he did it because he's a Crip and you're a Blood, and you don't like I really feel like Wack didn't even like him, young Aunt Jefe. I feel like Wack been trying to poke at young Aunt Jefe for a long time. This was just an excuse to, you know what I mean, go all the way. Okay, all right, now I got him. I'm a Blood. I got an excuse. I'm you know what I mean? It's legit. It ain't looking like I'm just hating. Somebody said, Wack 100 case in Texas, that motion got denied. Wack, you a rat.
We don't talk like that. We don't use that terminology. Any Crip, real Crip, is never going to say we got attacked by anybody.
But he's talking about other Crips.
He's a Crip.
He ain't that kind of Crip.
But how can I if I'm that's like me. How can I say somebody is a real Crip or a real Blood when I'm not either one? I'm not a Blood or a Crip per se. How can I say that somebody is not a real something if I'm not from that? You can't do that. Ain't no real Crip. You don't define what a real Crip is because you're not a Crip. I don't care where you from, how long you been there, what you done been through, who you know. You can, there's no way that You can't do that. That's just not possible.
So you saying he was saying it to discredit those Crips?
No, I'm just saying he was talking about those Crips from that neighborhood. He's describing what he's seen in the video. We all seen the video. That's pretty much what happened, right?
No, I just seen motherfuckers squabbling up.
Yeah, but I mean,
I ain't seen nobody get attacked.
But LA dudes know what neighborhood these dudes are from, and they know what neighborhood they're in, and so they know that there's a bunch of Bloods going to a famous Crip neighborhood, and you know,
so now
outnumbering motherfuckers, and for sure, like being more organized.
How do you? But I'm saying, how do we know people's outnumbered? You in their neighborhood.
It seemed like they had a giant crew.
You can see the goddamn videos and see how many people was outnumbered. Matter of fact, one of the first videos I seen was a dude that was from 40s, and I ain't even from there, right? It was a dude, an older cat that was from 40s, talking crazy to some young boys and a female, and they was Bloods, and he was talking. I don't know if they was. I ain't gonna say what neighborhoods they was from, because like that ain't none of my business. All I know is they were Bloods, and they was about to get on his ass too. And it was about like 4 young Bloods, and it was like 1 Crip. If you watched the videos, you knew they were outnumbered, man. It was posted everywhere. And then the captions on Instagram was saying that the Bloods came together on MLK Day.
With like 100+ dudes.
Man, it seemed to me like it was just a squabble, a mutual squabble. Listen, for one, as a Damu, I'm never going to be like, the Crips got together, bonded together, this hood, identify the hoods and say, they came to attack us. No.
I just don't think that information would ever be useful to law enforcement.
It was red flag commentators that actually put in their title where individuals was from. I can go to B Bray's video right now. Same shit.
You crazy as a motherfucker. Because he says he's a real street nigga.
Imagine the cops being like, well, Exhibit A, and Jefe's YouTube channel, a guy who wasn't there, had no direct knowledge of it, who was just kind of describing what he saw on a clip filmed on a phone.
But yet they're saying people got stabbed and all kind of shit. So when you start hearing that type of shit, you kind of stay away from that type.
Who heard people doing content, and we ain't talking about just anybody doing content, but content creators in this space, in the Young and Jefe space, the Munchie B space, Spody Face, No Jumper universe. Who heard one of those individuals, or who actually heard people saying that people got stabbed before we heard him just say this just now? Like, what's the difference? What's the difference in that than me saying, like, I'm saying I ain't saying attack was cool. But I also don't think that me repeating that people was getting stabbed at this event where we know what was going on is cool either, though. I didn't even do no content on it or nothing. I didn't even touch it. That's street shit right there. I ain't talking about street people on YouTube. That was some street shit that actually got documented. And guess who did most of the documentation, though?
But shit, you don't go in there and be like, and again, Bumpy was running the content. When he said it, Adam, you know, when I'm on some shit, I'd have went in. You didn't hear me go in until the next day after this bozo goes and say, yeah, Wack's behind this. Motherfucker, if I'm going to run content on the motherfucker, I'm going to run it. He had already been in the room 45 minutes to an hour. I'm out running around with R&B. I forgot what the hell we was doing.
That's not true, because we just seen Poetic Flacco run the Max B content for you. And this ain't the first time you've passed content on to another content creator. It just so happened like, you know what? We're going to try to get this dude on from San Diego. Let's try to put him on and put him in the spotlight. Listen, this is what you do. You go in the room, you start talking about Young and Jefe, then I'm going to come in and act like I didn't know that that's what you was talking. Like I didn't, like, you know, like I was oblivious to what the conversation was on. The spies called me.
We was in some meetings and shit. I didn't even know what was going on, but my phone is going off. They like, Wack, we know you with that Bumpy on some bullshit. I texted the nigga and told him, hey, bro, do it in my room, boom, boom, boom. He running this with, I can show you on my phone why I told the nigga. But I just think people been in his ear so long with watch Wack this. Look, bro, at the end of the day, I know dude do 600. I interviewed him up here at No Jumper. And, you know, he was all right with me. I ain't got no motherfucking issues with his neighborhood. They ain't did nothing directly to mine. So, you know, it just was what it was. It wasn't one of them things where he one of them dudes where I'm doing business with and shit like that. But he used to always tell me, you know, yeah, people telling me, and I'm telling myself, it's nothing I can gain from you, bro. A lot of these, you know, respectfully, bro, like respectfully.
But you run content on a lot of people that you don't really have anything to gain from.
No, I read what's in the media. You see what I'm saying?
But this wasn't really in the media.
This was in the media. It was on. It necessarily wasn't on like a website, but it was read off on the internet, on Instagram. This is what it says. So what? So again, what's the difference?
You guys kind of elevated Ant to being the main character in this.
Because you mean I didn't know it fucking existed until I go in the room and I told him, yo, send me what you talking about.
But your Clubhouse buddies doing content on someone doesn't usually like make it rise to the occasion of everybody talking about it. But when you start posting about it a bunch, obviously that's gonna.
I didn't do that till the next day.
Basically, Adam said, them other people on Clubhouse, they ain't got no voice. They ain't talking about nothing. Ain't nobody paying attention to shit they saying. I refuse to respond to a motherfucker. Hey, I act like you oblivious. We talking about, listen, get the worker out of here. Where's your boss at? I want to talk to your boss. I don't want to talk to none of the underlings or nothing like that. It's somebody for everybody. You just ain't for me. I want to talk to your boss. Bring him up front. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody said that if you think Wack working, you crazy. Somebody else said he gave Ant content before too. I believe that because he didn't call Ant. He didn't gave Seti Nash content too. Him and Seti didn't work together. Somebody said him, Seti Nash, AK-47, 290 Jake, DJ. Academics, all past lies content. And somebody else said elevating a story from Instagram is not the media. Elevating a story. Okay. All right, cool. Only the white man make wax up servant like this, shaking my head.
Hey, when he started accusing me of being the one, look, nigga, I'm sending it to him. It's Aunt Jefe. I'm telling him. Hey, look, bro, they running cut. This is what they talking about. I'm telling him.
Nothing, though.
He wrote this shit. It's written. He didn't say it. I'm telling the nigga, right? He get in his head, probably talking to one of these dummies, right? Because all of them is dummies. I'm just gonna keep all these niggas got half a brain. They stopped in the 5th, 6th grade and shit like that. Then they didn't pump him up. Oh no, it's him. No, nigga, I don't run my rooms. I don't open rooms. I don't come in with titles of the rooms. I don't do shit. On this particular guy, Bumpy, he's an Aunt Jefe fan. Right? Like literally, he been following his content day one, I guess. Right? I didn't know the fuck Aunt Jefe was till 600 told me about him or whatever. But he just had a problem. He a homie. Like, bro, he been to the penitentiary, been to the joint. Right? He like, yo, bro, the way he worded this shit is crazy. Which you ask any real Crip, they gonna tell you, yeah, that shit is crazy. Then he says, well, the real Bloods didn't have nothing to do with it. He named B Braze, a nigga that got caught with a 30-38 that he was using for 18 months. Right? I don't know what these, who they be like identified as that. Right? Maybe the more dumber you are, the more stupider you sound. Right? I'm gonna be real.
Classic Wack to call people dummies, you know, all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, try to insult people's intelligence. That whole I'm the smartest person in the room type vibe and shit, man. You know, that's what's going on right now. Ant do be fucking words up though. Let's just keep it a stat with that. He do be fucking up the wording, man. But I think that's a part of like his engagement too. I believe that people watch it just for that. That a part of that is entertaining as well to some people. If you read the comments, you'll see what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, though, man, you ain't gotta be a rocket scientist to like see what's going on or put together what you how do I want to say it? What you perceive as a play being ran on you by an individual who's known for doing that type of shit.
It's some real gangster homies out there. But just because a motherfucker don't know how to speak proper English or you in jail for some dumb shit, don't give you that. I know a lot of gangsters on the street. I don't know no real gangster who had the same 380 for 18 months putting in work with the same gun. That just lets me know you's a bum on the street, because if you're a reputable on the street, your neighborhood gonna make sure you can swap that out, right? So he's naming names to where, hey, maybe them niggas is younger than me.
Gangs provide guns to the members?
I mean, listen, what I'm trying to tell you is...
That was crazy. See, Adam be like, listen, I know a lot of people be like, Adam be on bullshit. You know what I mean? But if y'all listen to some of the shit that Adam be saying to Wack, Adam be calling Wack out on his shit. It's just in like a passive aggressive way. Now Wack just said some crazy shit that basically your homie should have made sure, you know, you didn't have that strap no more. They should have got you something else. Adam asked him, oh, so what you saying? That gangs provide gang members with straps?
The guy Bumpy, he's an Jefe fan. Right? Like literally, he been following his content day one, I guess. Right? I didn't know the fuck Jefe was till 600 told me about him or whatever. But he just had a problem. He a homie. Like, bro, he been to the penitentiary, he been to the joint. Right? He like, yo, bro, the way he worded this shit is crazy. Which you ask any real Crip, they gonna tell you, yeah, that shit is crazy. Then he says, well, the real Bloods didn't have nothing to do with it. He named B Braze, a nigga that got...
He said the real Bloods ain't have no issue with the way that he did it.
Caught with a 30-38 that he was using for 18 months. Right? I don't know what these, who they be like identified as that. Right? Maybe the more dumber you are, the more stupider you sound. Right? I'm gonna be real. It's some real gangster homies out there. But just because a motherfucker don't know how to speak proper English or you in jail for some dumb shit, don't give you that. I know a lot of gangsters on the street. I don't know no real gangster who had the same 380 for 18 months putting in work with the same gun. That just lets me know you's a bum on the street, because if you're a reputable on the street, your neighborhood gonna make sure you can swap that out, right? So
your neighborhood is gonna make sure you can swap. Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that and send it to me on Instagram. Your neighborhood is gonna make sure that you can swap that out.
He's naming names to where, hey, maybe them niggas is younger than me.
Gangs provide guns to the members?
I mean, listen, what I'm trying to tell you is, you know,
I gotta hit some up.
Nobody runs around with the same dirty gun that you putting in work with for 18 months. It's just not smart.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So, you know, Braids is, you know, he's something to laugh at, but again, we laugh at the nigga. We don't, it's nothing to salute this dude about. The nigga in there for a drive-by on a motherfucking hamburger stand.
Wait, who? Braze?
Yeah, ain't nothing. Nigga got double light plus 200.
Right.
Right? I told him that today, bro, you got double light plus 200, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, my nigga, talk about, they was talking about you was hitting your sister. Talk about that shit.
What about the gay lover rumor? Whatever happened to
I don't know that. You know, they said that. I don't know. I didn't stand behind it. You know, but at the end of the day, it's like, bro, dude was going at you. He doing a whole lot of woofing. He right over there on 85th on the wrong side of the 110. Right?
The wrong side?
You're on the wrong side of the 110, right?
What's on the other side?
Shit, the east side, right? That ain't his neighborhood over there. Shout out to the main streets, right? But nevertheless, what I'm saying is this.
So Wack is online, and this ain't the first time he did it, but this is the first time we're going to talk about it. So this man just basically gave Ant's whereabouts, his general location of where he is. Y'all got to see what's happening here. This was like a signal, and this ain't the first time that he signaled to that area, the people in that area, that Ant is living in that neighborhood. And I'm pretty sure people over there possibly already knew that he was staying over there. But sometimes when you say stuff and you say it a couple times and you keep saying it, you might get a huckleberry. You might get somebody to act on that bat signal that you putting out. You feel what I'm saying?
These dudes do a lot of bumping their gums. I'm going to sit back. When I'm doing this It's not serious. I want to see.
Sometimes it's pretty serious.
Never.
Never?
Never. Because if it's that serious, you're not going to hear shit. This is designed to fuck with a person's mental. This is all I see this. And when I can move this dummy and say, yeah, that's why your hood go DP you. And at 8:30 in the morning, you walking around your park, I'm laughing like a motherfucker. I'm laughing. I'm slapping R&B on the ass saying, baby, go make me a smoothie. I'm laughing. I'm sitting here trolling. Think about it. I went and found an ET and a fucking Geico lizard with his picture, right? That's from Picture in the Park. It's not serious to me. So for this to be serious to him and for me to see him sitting there out of character frowning, that's my victory. That's my W. And I'm controlling the algorithm. This motherfucker got all the way off his game, right? And everything was about me. I haven't been on my YouTube channel in about 2-3 months. Don't give a fuck about it. I'm not in that mood. I'm working. I'm doing other shit. But you know when dudes get to whooping them, look, nigga, you know if you want to do something, don't tell me what you want to do. Just do it. If I'm serious, Adam, if I'm serious, Munchie B, all these dudes, like, bro, this is a block.
So basically, like Wack is saying, if you're gonna do something, then just do it, right? If you serious about it. So that means all the times that Wack has asked somebody, where you at? Like, where you at? You know what I mean? We can catch a fade. Where you at? I'll fly. All the little threats that, I don't know if y'all be paying attention or not, but all the little threats he sent that people saying that I guess he wasn't serious because he could have just got at those individuals because he knew where they was at. I mean, we did see a lot of like threats go at Brick Baby and stuff, and you know, we actually knew where Brick was at No Jumper. I'm just saying, you know, nothing never happened to the mother.
Blind dude.
But so do you plan on squabbling at Jefe?
Anybody step in front of me gonna get hands put on them.
But you won't go meet up with him?
Can't no little penguin midget nigga move me. I'm a G, my nigga. You can't. If you think you can dictate my movement, then that means you's a bozo whose movement can be dictated.
So if he wants a fade, what is he supposed to do?
Run into me. He know where to find me. Bro, we post flyers. If it's that serious, listen, this is what I'm going to guarantee you. And that Jefe ain't no goddamn fool. We know what he dealing with. All you got to do, anybody got to do, is approach me. You going to get everything you looking for, whatever you looking for. All this, you ain't gonna do. That was a smoke screen to the police.
What?
If you notice, I kept it comical. If it's that serious.
So meeting up for the fade was a smoke screen to the police from Young and Jefe. Oh my God, man, this dude is crazy, man.
Don't talk about it.
All the fades that he talk about online, but as soon as Young and Jefe ask him for a fade, call me, we can meet up. He ain't say we gonna die about it or nothing. We can call me, we can meet up. I'm calling y'all for the fade, whatever he said. Now all of a sudden, that's a smoke screen for them people, for the police. I know Wack ain't just say that, because we can go back and we can look at a lot of different clips on Clubhouse, on his YouTube channel, on No Jumper, where he was talking about beating people up when he seen them and what he was going to do to him. Okay, was it a smoke screen when you was talking about what you would do to Ricky? Was it a smoke screen when you was talking about what you was going to have one of your little homies do? When you dog the little young cat, what's his name? Flock to ball? Come on, man.
On the internet. My whole thing is I'm trolling you. I'm keeping, nigga, don't sit no smoke screen out there being Wack got a problem. No, nigga, if it's that much a problem, let it be that. You a motherfucking crip, nigga. You don't owe me no warning. Like I don't owe you no warning. You live in a motherfucking spot to where in the camera's on, you can see your shelves and your countertop left to right. You in the Matchbox over there off 85th. Right? When you did that dumbass shit, all you did was trigger all them niggas over there who don't like you for whatever reason. See that, he from the Valley, he from Pacoima. Nigga, I'm from Southern California.
Why do you think people don't like him?
They don't. Anytime I didn't even know what he said. Hey, Wack, cut right here. Cut right here. I'm telling them who. Whoop-de-whoop, cut off 85th nigga in the main streets.
You got spies.
Leave that nigga alone.
Oh.
No.
Man, this dude got kids though, man. Like, that's the fucked up part about it. The boy got I think it's a little girl, his little girl that stayed with him. If him staying on 85th is true, I don't know how true this is or not. But just come on, man. Like, people knew where he stayed at, but what about the people who didn't know where he stayed at? That you can see if somebody that knew where he stayed at called you, then that's between you and them. But you bring it to the internet where he stay at for everybody else to know and hear it though. That's why I was talking about the back signal. That's what I'm talking about, the signaling that to try to get like something happened to that boy. Man, talk about police activity. Come on, man. I gotta drive almost an hour to get to Wack Hood.
Oh, what it is I got a lot of niggas I fuck with. A lot of niggas I fuck with.
Hey, somebody just said doxing location is bad work. I think doxing people's location is police activity, bruh. Because you never know, like, the police don't know where everybody is at. Who knows, like, what if I really got some other shit going on outside of this content space and you up telling people, you up blasting my goddamn location online? What's going on? Is y'all good? Oh, okay, yeah. Like, you blasting my location online, man. You never know what we don't know what young NFA do when these goddamn cameras is off and you telling people where this man stay at.
We're from everywhere. So when you say dumb shit like that, niggas be looking for a reason, you know what I'm saying, to jump out there. It ain't that serious to me. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of niggas that if I'm gonna spend that time and energy to do something to, that's there for to do that. But nigga, like, you going on the internet, that was police shit with he text. The Bloods bonded together to go down there and attack the Crips. Police shit. You, Adam, I understand you.
Uh-huh.
You, anybody against Wack, you side with them. And that's cool. I don't give a
What are you talking about? They were all on good terms with you up until like yesterday.
Them niggas ain't never been. Listen, you got a little kid, a little boy, and we gonna kick him in his ass and we catch him because he's still woofing.
You don't get any points for threatening an 18-year-old.
I'm not threatening him. I just said we gonna kick him in the ass.
How is that not a threat?
I got little homies too.
Okay.
Dead homies. I got
still
little
a threat.
Homies. We got little homies going with 12, 13, all the way up.
You need to squash it with him. This is pathetic.
He's a bitch. I let it go.
Beefing with an 18-year-old.
Let me tell you why he's a bitch.
Why?
He called my phone after the last time.
Uh-huh.
We got to understand it.
After two. Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying? Now I'm going to give it. I'm going to see if you going to keep it real.
Okay.
He called my phone. He's on my phone 20 minutes. We got a great understanding. I left it there.
But then you didn't like what he said Tuesday?
He's still woofing. Now, if you didn't call Wack phone, you called me, nigga.
Who's still woofing? Who he talking about? The young boy still talking? Like, the boy ain't supposed to say nothing. Like, man, listen. Win, lose, or draw, man. Speak your motherfucking mind. I don't care. Listen, I'm going to say what I want to say. Beat my ass. Send your little homies. Do whatever you going to do. But listen, I'm going to say what I want to say. Ain't nobody going to, like, there's no threat to me big enough to say, all right, listen, hey, you stop talking about this or this is what's going to happen to you. Okay.
I hollered at you. We got a great understanding.
Somebody said Wack the number one.
I would like to hear his version of that because that would be interesting.
What?
If he like pieced it up with you and then came on the pod.
I told him he was a little bitch. I told him you need to spend more time with your daddy because I think your mama raised you. You be talking about how your daddy wasn't there.
No, he said his dad was a Wack 100 fan.
His dad from the neighborhood.
I know. It's crazy.
Right? I tried to keep his daddy out of jail.
Yeah, my fault.
Keeping him out of shit. When he went and did what he did a 7-year bid, right? So I just kept it real. I said, look, bro, you know, there's no need for you to call me because you one way now, but you did some weird shit when you was up there. So that's cool, right? Do your thing, right? End of the day, don't come, because he was Scum. See, this where it's wrong at. He was Scum. Scum part of our circle.
Okay. Scum is a producer.
Yeah, he the one that did Tatiana. Scum was here. When I brought him up here, Scum brought him. Okay. Drove him up here, right? So it's going to come a time and day where we doing something and he gonna want to pop out to want some shit, and they gonna kick him in his ass.
I'll protect him.
You'll get your ass whooped too.
No. I'll put on a demo.
Like shit. At the end of the day, I was shocked. I said, damn, little dude up there really woofing. I think he don't got nothing to talk about, so because you was just on my phone, meek, like quiet as f.
I would like to hear his version of these events.
I call R&B. She heard every word.
Interesting.
And I've never seen nobody who every time they trying to prove a point about something, be like, ask my girl. I'm not even, man, listen, I ain't even bringing my woman up into this bullshit. Like, my woman shouldn't even want to be like, if my woman is involved in these conversations and listening to this street shit and this dumb shit that I'm talking about online, something is wrong. My woman clearly shouldn't even be interested in this. Like, listen, ain't no woman sitting around like listening to me like, oh, you talking about Wack again, what Wack and them is doing? Oh, what's going on with Wack and them today? Man, ain't no woman interested in that shit. So I'm not gonna get on here and never say, oh, ask my girl. She was right here. Ask my girl. My girl ain't, man. I'm not about to have my girl validate none of this bullshit we talking about on the internet, dog. That shit weird as fuck.
You get what I'm saying? So, but again, when it comes to this building, Adam, it's been times you like, yo, let's do this, do that. Listen, I don't need no 4-5 motherfuckers at my table. I don't need a bunch of fake motherfuckers. Them niggas sitting at the table talk about each other. And Jefe talks about Spody Face. It's weird. See, I know what's going on.
They all get along.
Man, Jefe talks about that nigga like a dog.
What?
Tell that nigga put that on A-Tray Gangsta Crippy and tell me, yeah, Wack on A-Tray. I was on the phone when the nigga was getting DP'd. Talk about he to get DP'd. I was on the phone listening to the nigga get DP'd, talking to a nigga from 40s. So when I see this type of shit, right, you gotta put my shoes on, right? A dude that's been around. My circle is ancient because they been with me.
That really ain't talking about him though. That's kind of like, hey, like, yeah, like motherfucker thought y'all was cool for him to call you or talk to you and say this shit. But anyway, if he got DP'd, he got DP'd. It ain't like he got on the internet and said, hey, Spody Face lying. He really got DP'd. That's why he got these sunglasses on.
20, 25 years or better. I didn't weed it out, that type of shit. So when I see these type of dudes sitting next to each other, it's funny to me.
You like isolating yourself from everybody though, because like, you know, it just feels like there's so many people who are part of No Jumper now, and like historically, consistently, you've kind of like found a way to be at odds with like almost everybody. The entire Tuesday show, the only two people you get along with are me and Les, the
First
white
of
boys.
all, think about it. Spody Face is a fake. He was nice as a mother.
That's crazy. Adam said the only people on No Jumper on the Tuesday show that Wack 100 get along with is him and Lush, the two white boys. Every nigga, every black man up there, Wack don't get along with. I'm telling y'all, Adam be like, I'm telling you, it be like passive aggressive, but Adam be throwing his shots. See, is Wack smart enough to know what Adam is really saying though? Because he pointing something out.
When I took DC
But you
Baby
didn't
Draco up
have
there,
to take it there with him.
he took it there.
You were mad because he wasn't putting the podcast out for like a week. That
Had
didn't
nothing
have
to do
to
with
turn
him. It ain't
into
his
you
podcast.
like attacking him.
It
and-
wasn't his podcast. It was Bro Rogan podcast.
Regardless.
And I'm watching all this fake shit go on.
But people say I fall out with everybody. But like if I did a podcast and it didn't come out for a week, I also wouldn't hop on social media and threaten them and be like, you got to put the podcast out.
This was the problem.
Like torching the relationship over that seems kind of crazy.
Ain't nobody. That nigga ain't, who the fuck is he? Let's be real, Adam. He ain't
But see,
nobody.
that is the attitude right there that you don't even want to get along with anybody.
He ain't nobody though. But what I'm saying is, here go the problem.
You respected him enough to go on his podcast
No,
prior
I did
to
that for Bro Rogan, not him.
Okay.
And the homie from Santa Ana. That's a Damu, right? I did that for them. Really, for Bro Rogan, right? What I didn't like.
You also instantly fell out with.
No, nigga, I told him the truth. Bro Rogan called me every motherfucking day and invited me to 15 parties since then. When you like Wack, you told me the truth. You kept it real. So my thing is this. They start going at DC Baby Draco lying. Like he was up there marked out, wasn't talking back. I'm like, well, put the shit up then, because guess what? DC came because of me. He like, Wack, bro, they got to put the shit up. They got motherfuckers looking at me this kind of way. So I'm like, okay, bro, since y'all running that narrative, right? Since you running that narrative on him, put the shit up. It's only fair.
But you also really like attacked him as a person. And
who?
Sporty Face.
No, I told him the truth. Like, bro, take all that biblical, that shit don't work over here, bro. You know that shit. Not over here in this space. All that biblical, religious, all that pro-black shit. Dude that went to two. I just shut him down at another spot. I'm going to show him who I really am. They called me, hey, Wack, man, you know this dude who? Yeah, don't do no business with him. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. And I'm telling him I'm doing it. Because you ain't, when he keep my name out his mouth, see, and Jefe is smart. He knows that with Wack, it's other shit goes on with Wack. Could. Now, I'm going to keep it real. Dude got 2 daughters, right? So, could I with his page? I could have, but I believe he does that, and I believe dude is really a dad. So I wouldn't do that to him.
How you going to take down his page?
Because I won't, nigga, to the art of war. Nigga, ain't no fair in fighting. Nigga, if you woofing, only reason why I don't do Munchie B is because of the homies.
I'm just saying, like, how could you take his page down?
Easy. Same way I can. What you mean?
I mean, what are you going to do? People tell me all the time I'm going to get my page taken down. They can't do it.
Who?
I don't know, random people. Like,
who can't do it?
YouTube is like notoriously a platform that's very hard to take advantage of.
You know what you don't do that they do?
What?
Run everybody else's content.
Yeah, but it's fair use.
No, it's not. When you file it right, it ain't. And guess what? I keep about 5 people on everybody's channel. I can hit a nigga right now and say, go at it. They gonna go at it. I just don't do it to certain people. I wouldn't do it to dude because I think his hustle takes care of his children.
See, that's the crazy part about it. Like so I definitely want to speak to that. To go after somebody because you into it with them and to take their YouTube channel, which he said there's no rules to war. But I think that gotta be what the weirdest thing that I could do. Like if I'm into it with somebody and they take my content, sort of like, you know, the dudes on Clubhouse, they'll play my content and let Wack react to it, and you know, he be on there talking crazy or whatever. But that's like me, nah, we're gonna just keep the content going. You know what I mean? Like whatever you talking about or whatever you say, I'm gonna respond to it and react to it, right? I don't give a damn about it like that. So me, myself, I'm never going at it with nobody, and then they use my content to go at me, and I'm a flag their page for that shit weird to me, bruh. That's like going to the YouTube police and telling, because you gotta see it. So we talking about like what a street person or what a Crip shouldn't do or whatever. What are you gonna put in a box? What box are you gonna check to report somebody's channel in order for it to get took? Because you gotta say some egregious shit. You gotta say, you can't just go in there and say, hey, I want their channel down. You gotta go in there with a real reason. Okay? He stole my content. They did this. You see what that shit weird. So I feel like that's like going to the YouTube police.
So I wouldn't do him like that on some real shit. It ain't that serious to me. Munchie B shit would have been gone, but you know, I talked to the homies over there, and it's his hustle too. And you know, the nigga really be hustling for his money. Other than that, the last dude I got, I said I signed. 22 days, your shit coming down. He did. He was doing about 60 a month. Nigga was getting money. Yeah. Hassan was making some money.
Fucked Hassan.
Ask him. Boom. Blew it up.
I don't understand. I never heard of somebody getting their page taken down that didn't deserve it. I never heard of that.
Everybody breaks the rules somewhere. There's teams out there that'll go through your shit and compile everything, rule you then broke. And then you do something else, and then you have people in the right places, and then there it goes.
I am probably one of the most hated living YouTubers. Nobody ever been able to do shit to me.
You don't do a lot of shit they do, bro.
We do like everything.
Nah, Adam do a lot of shit. They use other people's content and shit, right? But some people, especially the bigger platforms, like with large numbers of subscribers, a lot of times it is harder to take those people down. But at the end of the day, like when you got like an army of people that you can mobilize to like do some weird shit to a person's channel, then it can affect it or fuck with the channel though. So Wack ain't wrong with what he's saying. I'm just tripping off the fact that I would even go that far with an individual over content though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially if I'm not lying on the individual, especially if I'm not like making up a story, or even like with me, I don't even get into people's personal shit. I talk about the shit that people say online.
Everything there is to do.
No, you don't. But if you give me 20,000, you want me to take your shit down?
Sure.
I'll put it back up.
Okay.
Give me a dub.
Anyway, I wanted to ask about this. This seems very important. Ray J.
What about him?
He's dying.
You know,
he said his heart is half black. I mean, I'm sure his heart is all black, but like blackened.
Right? You know, I deal with Ray J with tough love because I've been telling him for years to slow down.
Yeah. Remember when we were talking to him when he...
All right, yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Let me go. I'm not too sure about the Ray J thing. Let me go to the next topic. I think I'm going to skip the 4 extra thing right now, even though it's on here. And let's get into this Jay Prince response that he did. Let's see. I seen somebody saying that Jay Prince is... There's like Jay Prince a rat too. I don't know. I don't even know. Let's see. I think it was on Clubhouse TV's content. Where is it at? Here you go. Let me see if I got a timestamp for this. Let's start it at the beginning, I guess.
Ago. But the fact, folks, yeah, July 27th, 2022. As remember them feds called me about Jay Prince. Y'all remember that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this nigga goes on a podcast with Prince Miller from the Supreme Team and says, you got niggas calling the feds on me and then faking like the feds called them and recording it. Let me explain one thing. If an informant, and this is my belief, if an informant tries to ever make it look like he's not an informant through exposing the feds, Lavish, what will the feds immediately do?
Oh, they gonna turn on.
They gonna expose the informant. So what you saying, Jay Prince, you didn't say 4 years ago. But the fact 4 years later, I got that type of real estate in your head is crazy. Now let's talk about the real facts. You or your team phones have to be hot. Have to be hot for a federal agent to call me to attempt to give me warning about you, and then attempt to get me to tell them I'm in fear of anything.
Do y'all believe that the feds called Wack? Well, a lot of y'all don't even believe that the feds called him because y'all said when he posted the card or the number or something, federal, they said bureau was spelled wrong. I know people saying it was a fake call, but do y'all believe that, for those of y'all that might believe that the feds was on the phone, if you do believe that, do y'all believe that they called him based off of Jay Prince's phone, or did they somehow another way found out Jay Prince and Wack was beefing? Because it was loud as hell. It definitely was viral. On top of that, though, like, how did they get Wack's number, even if... Even if they got it from Jay Prince's call, even if they heard Jay Prince talking about it on the phone with somebody, how did they get Wack's number?
That information has to come from your side and your hot ass phones. Now here go what's crazy. From my understanding, your phone's been hot since the late 80s. That's damn near 40 years. speculation, Lavish. I ain't seen the feds on no one nigga for 40 years who name continues to whatever, and you ain't took a trip.
Yeah, now something going on.
I've never seen it. So for those of y'all that's new to the 100-sided clubhouse, we gon' update you on what it is. Let me find this clip. This whole ass nigga. The crazy part about it, man, I tell y'all, I caught this nigga downtown LA and pressed him. He was nice as a mother. Super nice. Wanted no problems. I caught him with a bitch with Deion Sanders. Caught him with Deion Sanders' ex-wife. We was at the Sunday service shit. Nigga was nice as a mother. Hold on.
Somebody said both Wack and Jay Prince are the feds. I kind of just said that. Some people were saying that.
I didn't allow him to do what he wanted to do with a certain individual. Okay, let me grab this shit. Copy link. You know, we don't never let this shit happen. All right, here we go. And then I'm going to play the Fed call.
Yeah, that call was crazy, huh?
Hold on.
The podcasters that's blatantly lying on people the way they doing, if they keep campaigning, they're going to get elected somewhere down the line. And it's not going to be an election that they're going to be able to smile about. You know, that situation is...
And I said it on my video earlier, Jay Prince might not should have said that part right there. That may come back to bite him in the ass in the long run, especially if that phone call was real. Even though people in the chat room saying that both Jay Prince and Wack is both the feds, and they say that they got Wack on speed dial because Wack is a part of the department.
You know, it's real deep with me because I love the hip-hop culture. You know, a lot of my blood, sweat, and tears have went to the foundation of creating this culture. And when I see different podcasters, and I start with myself, you know, you got one of them that like to talk loud, you know, and punk out the other podcasters. And, you know, they tell all these lies on your character and assassinate your character. And when it look like you want to, you know, have something to do with them, they call the FBI. I got one call the FBI on me. Call the FBI on me and then had the FBI to call him and record like they call him first.
Now, this nigga's delusional. Right? Again, you weird ass nigga. And I'm going to play that recording because we got all our content. Our war chest is stacked to the ceiling. But we can get to it. Right? Bitch ass nigga, I was right here on Clubhouse. I believe I was in the beat when the mother phone rang. The phone rang. And back then, everything was on recording in progress. We talking 2022. 100 side at the time maybe was a year and a half, some old. Right?
Hey, we need 22 more likes. My bro said maybe it's a setup. And somebody else said he didn't say Wack name. Wack told on himself. For sure.
I get off the mother phone. I should have, if I'd hung up, then it would have supported what they were saying. Oh, he hung up, he is in fear. So what I did was stayed in the pocket and went on record saying, I ain't in fear, ain't never been in fear, man, ain't never did nothing to me. I don't know what you're talking about. So now at that point, can't never utilize me no matter what the f*** on the other side. You weird ass nigga, you trying to justify and get around the fact, Jay Prince, you little bitch ass nigga. You's a bitch ass nigga, cause you will never face me, nigga. I will beat the fuck out of you. Fuck you and your old ass mama, you bitch ass nigga.
But you seen, but he seen him at it was already an issue, and he seen him at the Kanye West event. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we need 8 more likes, though. We need 8 more. We got 92. Let's get it to a 100. Let's get to 100. HUNNIT. 100 likes. 92 is cool, but we need 100. They call Wack a phone banger. Somebody said, I got a homie that's like Wack, and I'm scared of him. Danger Will Robinson. If he was taping the feds, they would have locked him up. That's what somebody else said in the chat.
Niggas went over there and shot your mama house up. Your bitch ass ain't did nothing about it. Nigga, you got a son over there known for taking pussy. You understand what I'm saying? He got a sealed file, and you steady yapping your mouth, talking about what niggas is saying on the internet, but your bitch ass is steadily on the internet. You's a bitch ass nigga. Now, the fact of the matter is, in order for them people to call me to try to get me to collaborate what they didn't heard, meaning your phone or your team phone is hot about what y'all talking about doing. Now, at this point in your life, why the you or anybody on your team on the phone with that type of conversation? Nigga, just get to it. So what I did what most niggas wouldn't do if they allegedly got a problem with a nigga. Not only did I record the call, but I put them on the internet and sent the call to your bitch ass as soon as I got the call to alarm your punk ass. Because what you and your team is talking about is the reason why them people called my phone.
All right, so he blaming Jay Prince for actually talking to his people on the hot phone for the feds calling him. Now, with that being said, though, we had 97 likes, and we're going to need 3 more so we can get to that hundo. But at the end of the day, I will agree with one thing he said, which he can turn the mirror around and look at himself. Jay Prince, old ass, is always on the damn internet, though. Like, I mean, he be talking calm and he be talking that shit, but Jay Prince, for a minute, he was commenting and he was commenting and talking about a little too much, responding to a little too much. And it kind of took Jay Prince's mystique away from him. You know what I mean? Like, he in the middle of trying to get people's chains back and all kind of shit. But after that situation happened with Takeoff down there in Houston, Jay Prince been real quiet up until now.
Now we're going to listen to this call. And let's see if this sounds like a call from an agent after somebody. We got content. Again, this call is July 27, 2022. It's 3:16 p.m. July 27, 2022. 3:16 p.m. Nigga, stop calling me, Q. Nigga, I don't want to talk to you.
Larry Hoover. Come on, Larry Hoover. Yes, sir. And James Prince Sr.? I mean, I wouldn't have no information other than just me helping with a Larry Hoover project. Okay, yes, sir. Well, that's what I'm kind of wanting to talk to you about. Okay. Well, what's wrong with me working on a Larry Hoover project? No, sir. No, nothing's wrong whatsoever with it. I'm glad someone is advocating for him. That wasn't the issue. I was just.
And then that was another thing people were saying. Why would the feds, if this is really the feds, right? So this is people just critically thinking. If this is the feds, why would the feds be saying that they're happy that you advocating for Larry Hoover? We need one more like to make it 100.
Information has been provided that you had some disagreements with Mr. Prince. Are you familiar with him? I mean, I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince. Okay. So, I mean, a disagreement is a disagreement. I don't know how that factors in the FBI. Well, I think Mr. Jones, on the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one, and all of that would be where we received information that there was possibly a disagreement.
Yeah, well, even if we did do that, why would that be an interest of the FBI? Because neither one of us have any bearing cases pending against one another. We have never done any business with one another. As far as I know, Mr. Prince is a businessman as I am. So, even regardless of what we said to each other, as far as a snitch and not being a snitch, like why would that be interest of the FBI? That's what's kind of confusing to me.
Okay, no, I can explain that. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. We're just making sure that no threats have been made to you from anyone associated with him over y'all's dispute.
No, I haven't. No threats have been made, nor do I feel threatened. Two men get angry, two men say things. We've both been in each other's presence from time to time. I know his children. Nah, not at all. I don't feel threatened. Was it something you?
Let's start a new poll because we got 177 votes on this situation with did he show up to his hood day? 89 of y'all said he didn't. All right, cool. And I mean he been on Clubhouse like as recent as like a couple minutes ago. So no, he didn't go. Let's start a new poll though. I'll start a new poll. Was the Wack 100 J Prince FBI call real? Y'all let me know. Yeah, y'all let me know.
You guys know that I don't know. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's just, the daily bullshit propaganda that happens on social media.
Oh, yes, sir, I understand that, but I think you could kind of understand that sometimes things go past social media, and we were provided information that possibly that something went beyond that, and so we're just calling to clarify and make sure that you haven't been threatened, or anyone that you know that have been threatened by him or his associates regarding the disputes that you've had over social media, over YouTube, over Instagram, and all of that.
Nah, Mr. Prince hasn't issued any threats towards me. I don't feel threatened. I've said to him the same things he said to me, and that's just two men saying things. I don't think it's that serious of a situation. As far as I know, Mr. Prince has continued his business. He's a pillar in his community. As I am, I don't even understand. Like I said, I don't know what you guys have going on or what you guys heard. That's above my reach. But me personally, no, I haven't got any threats, nor do I feel threatened by the man.
Okay, so are y'all working together on the Free Larry Hoover project?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's not my ownership of the project is not mine. It belongs to somebody else. I'm just assisting that individual.
No,
but I did put the attorneys in contact with their family attorney. So at this point, it's not even a conversation between me and Jay Prince. It's a conversation between the individual who owns the content on my side, attorney, and their the Hoover family attorney. So it's for the last month or so, you haven't heard me and Mr. Prince say really anything to each other because there's no need to.
All right, we're gonna fast forward past this part.
Attempt to negotiate.
This
so I can record them.
Yes, sir. I completely understand. And Mr. Jones, I certainly appreciate you giving me a call back.
Okay, no problem.
All right, take care.
So they called him. Okay, here we go. Now y'all heard what she said, and y'all said it ain't a real call. But let's just say that it was a real call. He said that he didn't call him. They called him. She just said that she called him and Wack called her back. I don't know. Let's keep going though, man.
Now, this weirdo said that I called the feds and then got them to call me back so I can record them. No, nigga. First, let's rewind. If I can remember, the first thing was it was a fake phone call. Y'all remember that? Wack got somebody. That was the first thing. The first phone call, right? Now, from my understanding, from when a bunch of Houston niggas heard that call, they said, Wack, that federal agent, we know who she is. She been on Jay Prince and them for decades. Houston niggas call me with this. Now, I could have hung the phone up, Lavish, and then at that point, the investigation into that does what?
Keeps going.
The approach I took was to assure them on the record, ain't no threats, ain't no problem. The attorneys are dealing with it. It's just negotiation. I'm not threatened. Don't feel threatened. On the record. So that means that's a dead end for them. Whatever you niggas then did or said on the phone, or whatever the on your side is informing on about y'all conversation, Wack 100, regardless of what it was.
How do he know what the feds or how the feds or what the feds is doing? Like, how do you know this? Like, because to my knowledge, he's never caught a Fed case. But he got a lot of knowledge of how the feds operate.
Made sure that they could never use that against you ever in life. Then I took it and sent it straight to your phone, Jay Prince. So talk about people on the internet lying on people. You must be talking about yourself, because you just told a flat out and lie when you said Wack called them and then had them call him. Her line of questioning, none of that makes sense. The feds been on you for damn near 40 years and you ain't did a day. Nigga, you got caught with 50 pounds or some shit. You done had all kind of run-ins, nigga, and ain't did a day.
Well, bro, I think it still stands. Like, just like the conversation we had back then when the call first came out. I think that was asset protection to me. That's what it sounded like. He's an asset that they want to make sure that their asset is okay. Sound like a conversation to say, he's doing something to you. We want to get him. That sounds like.
All right, I didn't heard enough of this damn Jay Prince shit. It's only a conversation because Jay Prince brought it back up, man. But I meant to play this video first over on BT Media. Some of Young and Jefe's homies actually with some words for Wack 100 concerning the whole Young and Jefe situation, the whole Young and Jefe beef. And this is what this is what they had to say. These some 8 trays.
I hate Stone. Wack 100 ain't on nothing. Cuz can't go nowhere. Ain't on nothing with the crib. Adam, nigga.
I hear loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Cuz talking on Young and dog, cuz, the whole. Nigga, Wack one weasel, cuz. You know, cuz can't do nothing with my big bro.
We gonna beat cuz ass.
Whoop cuz.
What fuck you talking about, nigga? You was a nobody. You can't even go to your hood, nigga. Stop playing with Ant, nigga.
Stop playing with real locs, cuz.
Come get your square old ass, nigga. You better stop playing for some young niggas. Come show you what we about.
Now these little niggas ain't got nothing to lose. They sitting on the steps at some apartment complex in their neighborhood. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna try to pocket watch them, but at the end of the day, like they ain't got a goddamn thing to lose. They vouching Young and Jefe. These be the little niggas you need to be worried about. You don't need to be worried about the Young and Jefes. These are young crash outs who don't care how many like bodyguards or security guards or whatever you got around you. They don't even care if you got the blick on you. They coming with blick too. We just gonna shoot it out, die about it. You know what I mean? These are young.
We gonna show that nigga what this shit about, nigga.
Chewed up dog bone looking ass nigga. We ain't worried about that nigga, cuz.
That's how you feel?
Only place you can go is to ass,
Hey,
nigga. You
I'm
can't go nowhere else.
I'm along with TikTok. Mine's right there with Tori. Mine's right there with Tori, so they don't know where I'm at.
Man, fuck that nigga, man.
No, I'm talking about in general.
That nigga's a real bub.
No, because you got to pop your shit. Look, let these niggas know. My mama, look, we finna go do it, dude. We finna do it up
Nah,
like
you
this.
can't put that shit in front of my camera, cuz.
So where I'm gonna put it? All right, I'm gonna hold on like this.
Tell that nigga Wack to come to the A-Trace talking that
you talking spicy, boy. He talk.
You come in.
I ain't shit. I ain't coming to nobody's hood talking crazy. I mean, come on now. Like, now, we know Wack. Y'all asking for some, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. That request is not going to be fulfilled. Wack 100 or nobody else is coming to the 8 trays talking about pull up. Nah.
Anywhere over here, in any section in the A-Trace, the far, the back, west, the north, the south, we gonna beat your ass,
Beat
boy.
that nigga ass. 2-1. Cuz ain't gonna do that. Cuz, you know, cuz tucked up. Enjoying this BBL. 2-1.
He
Strong.
Strong. His own hood. They got a BBL?
Strong. Tell the niggas, boy. They think you lying to these niggas.
Cuz, BBL
They think you lying or something, bro.
To that nigga Wack, he come
They
in the
think you
A-Trace.
lying or something, bro.
Stupid ass.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, he ain't gonna say all that, man. You good. Come over here.
Yeah, come on over
Get
here.
an interview.
We want to do an interview with Wack. Tell him to come to the A-Trace.
They trying to throw Wack a party. Somebody said game rules are meant to manipulate the members. Mark 100 thinks his word is gang law.
We want.
Yeah.
They going to interview with cuz.
Tell him you want to come to St. Andrews Park. Where you want to go?
Or Manchester, Normandy, Louisiana chicken or something.
Florence and Normandy.
Or Silver Dollar or something.
Let us know. We're going to give you a personal interview.
Rouse. You can meet us at Rouse in the parking lot.
Niggas ain't playing about Big Bro, though. Real shit, cuz. Cuz ain't ready. Cuz ain't even no nigga like that. Cuz ain't on YA level. Cuz ain't no caliber. Cuz caliber.
Now, Wack claimed that Young and Jefe ain't no joint from his neighborhood, but you know what I mean? Like, whoever these little niggas is right here, you know what I mean? They standing on it for Young and Jefe.
Anyway,
huh?
YA, you can go back and forth with a nigga. Is beneath
I didn't understand what was going on.
I understand the YouTube.
I didn't understand though. I didn't
that
understand.
Niggas want to play, but niggas don't know till they bark up the wrong tree. Now niggas gonna be dumbing it down. Niggas trying to steer the narrative, all that, cuz. But nigga ain't going for all that shit. So diesel, cuz.
I hate Stone.
Wack 100 ain't on nothing. Cuz can't go nowhere.
Ain't on nothing with the.
Man, when the streets go to the internet, man, what else we got, man, going on? Well, we know he ain't go there. We ain't even no need for us to go through that. Damn, I ain't get to the 4 extras Adam22 situation. Did I have that in the title though? Cause if I ain't have it in the title, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if I had that in the title. Adam22, this is for. All right, let's get that in real quick, man. It was on. Let's see what we missing first and foremost.
Do a lot.
Adam, okay, nah. Bomb first is live. All right. All right, let's get to the Adam and Wack show.
In the dead of
on there was at the end of that. I want to say
We got the media team in it.
Look at all this bullshit I'm subscribed to.
And
I wanted to ask.
All right, let me see. It was at the. Damn, I think 109.
Situation to what we got on the network.
Okay.
I'm really been attacking this. He's gonna tell you where you hurting at.
Yeah.
You hurting here, that motherfucker go way down to your foot, hit some shit. Oh yeah, okay. He's gonna align you.
Okay.
He gonna come here. I'm gonna call him tomorrow and set it up.
Line you. Anyway,
line me up, man.
I'm gonna line your ass up. Okay. Academics claims that you've been stealing money from Blueface.
Yeah, I got on his ass about that. That was crazy.
So for the record, he said that since Blueface is signed to you on a music level and managed by you,
8%. He talking about what the
I don't know, man. I can't find the Forrester shit. I'm ready to get up off here because I done had y'all on here for like 2 hours already anyway. So we said we was gonna talk about it, but we didn't. But get in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Now, I'm gonna clip this up. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Ruler Report Clips. That's where the clips will be at in case you don't want to watch the whole entire video. I couldn't find the Forrester thing I was looking for.
Extra, who's pretty much a full-time Adam22 reactor.
Oh, shit. Here
started again. I think it was more of a shot at Blueface.
Yeah.
Because he tried to say Blueface is not that intelligent. Was Blueface is extremely smart. Blueface understand his business. I done taught him the business. He get a lot of money in this business. Right? So I don't know. I guess he just talking this shit. I guess he can't talk about Krishan Rock no more because that ain't a thing. Right? And Blueface is kind of like doing what he want to do, as you saw, when he want to do it, whoever he want to do it with. And
making out with Stunna Girl in the music videos.
And Blueface is streaming now. And I guess he's getting a great reaction. So I don't know, maybe it was an attack on Blueface. That shit don't work internally in our camp anyway. Because we all know what's going on. That's just like a motherfucker telling Josh, you're dumb. Adam pays you $1,000 a month. That's not gonna move Josh. Because y'all know what's going on, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we about to have a busy next 6-7 months, man. It's gonna be busy as man. Shout out to David Kenner. He called in to get our travel clearances done. I had to call in a favor from our old friend, but he handled that for me. Shout out to David Kenner.
Okay, perhaps our last topic. There's a full Cam Capone clip out there of 4Extra, who's pretty much a full-time Adam22 reactor at this point. His first interview that he did on Cam Capone barely talked about the firework incident, pretty much spent the whole interview talking about me. And then he dropped a fresh clip reacting to the Jason Love fight in which he really clowned me and made it. I honestly, I made it through like the first 2 minutes of like the 17-minute clip because it was so boring. He just kept repeating himself over and over. Do you think it's kind of hypocritical for 4Extra to be talking shit about the fact that my fight did not go my way, given that he ducked King Pill when we had a fight on the table for him, and also he cannot play GTA at this time?
He didn't duck King Pill. He just wasn't going to let King Pill.
We had a fight on the table for him, and he ducked it.
He wasn't finna let King Pill ride off his shit. King Pill gonna let you know, like I'm watching him. He don't give a and it's gonna work for him one day.
What?
He don't give what he do, what he say, what he got to do. He chasing the clout. He trying to find his lane.
Right.
That's one thing I can respect. He's very persistent in what he's doing, right?
So, okay, but when I got offered the Jason Love fight, a fight which I reasonably could have assumed from the beginning that I was not going to do well in, I took it anyway in pursuit of the bag and in pursuit of not turning down a fade. Now, obviously, my performance was another issue, but 4 Extra got offered a fight.
His bag wasn't your bag.
And he just turned it down.
His bag wasn't your bag.
Which I'm just saying that like it makes sense for him to turn it down now that he is crippled.
If he
but he also turned it down before he was crippled as well. And that's when his aura really started to deflate.
4 Extras would have got offered your bag, he would have jumped in there and fought.
I mean, according to him, it wasn't about the money. I think he was just scared that he was going to get beat up by Blood.
Nah, he wasn't scared of that.
Well, I mean,
now, you can't say that.
He turned it down.
You know, we don't know who would have won or lost that fight, but I don't believe 4 Extras. You know,
but given that I showed up to the fight, regardless of how I thought that it might have gone,
Adam is trying to make it like the fact that he showed up to fight Jason Love, even though he got in there and did absolutely nothing, makes him more of a man, or makes him, you know, more than what 4 Extra is, because 4 Extra turned down the fight with King Pill. Adam really got a thing about 4 Extra, man. Like he's really feeling some type of way about this whole 4 Extra situation. Like months later, what 4 Extra, that happened to him like the 4th of July. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January. 6 months later, this man is still feeling some type of way about the 4 Extra shit.
I just feel like it's kind of hypocritical for him as somebody who couldn't even thumb wrestle at this point to have like turned down the fight that
he
we
said he'll
set up
whoop
for
your
him.
ass for one arm.
Yeah, you know, it's like there's a lot of hypothetical fights with him. Very little actual squabbling.
He said with one hand. He said if you assign the paperwork.
Well, again, I already tried to set up a fight for him.
But I will say this. He wasn't saying this until after the Jason Love fight.
Right, exactly.
I think once he saw that you were scared to fight.
Right.
He figured, okay, now I might can whoop him with one hand.
I think he might have also figured out that there's no regulatory commission in the country that would approve him fighting. He'd probably have to go to Russia for that.
It's definitely one.
What?
The streets.
Okay, but I'm talking about a real fighting promotion.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think.
I mean, the fighting, the regulatory committee is so.
Let's see. Let's go see. What did 4 Extra say on Cam Capone about his fight? 4 Extra, Cam Capone. Let's see. Where the video at? React to Trap Lord Ross, Kevin Gates. 4 Extra goes off on Adam getting KO'd. Okay, it's 2 of them. One of them is members only. Hold on. So we ain't gonna see that I ain't no member. Here we go.
All right, so you know the Adam22 boxing match just went down. What was your first reaction when you seen it? We're gonna get straight to the point.
Wait. You said wait. Cuz, y'all to hear what?
We get straight to the point.
Cuz on the block, you said wait, what? Wait, repeat that.
I said the Adam22 boxing match just happened like a couple days ago. You feel me? What was your reaction when you first seen it?
What was my reaction? How the you talking about fighting me? You talking about fighting me the way you running? The way I'm running, you talking about fighting me? Man, on 40 crip.
Hey, the one shit was funny as hell because Adam like turned his head and was like swinging backwards. That shit crazy as hell.
Look, I was gonna break the shit and destroy it. That run around ring like God trying to get away. Hey, John, did you see? God trying to get away, cuz like nigga, he like Speedy Gonzalez. Nigga, he didn't know which way he was getting socked from. I was just getting up. I'm like, did you see it, cuz? I'm like, never, cuz.
All right, so look, did you get surprised that he went down that fast?
Did I look surprised? Did I look surprised? Hey, look, cuz, it's one thing, cuz, to let it bang your bitch. But to go on here, cuz, and let it bang you like he banged your bitch? Oh my God. How do he bang you like he bangs your bitch? He got you running like he had your bitch run. Oh my God.
That's all bad.
That's all I'm doing. Hey, do that, Adam. Hey, look, you can never ever troll me again. God can never ever troll me again. Oh, you can never ever troll again.
Hey, chat. The craziest part about that whole entire situation is what Forrester just said. Like, not only, and I said it that night, you let him hit Lena, and her name Lena. That was crazy. People talked about that shit for a minute. But then you also fucked around and got your ass whooped by the same individual. That's crazy.
All right, so look, he was just calling you out for the fade. Do you think he still want to fade you?
Fade? What the hell? What the way he ran like his bitch? Hell, what the? You liable to die and go to the morgue. Hey, knock him out off the bat. Hey, look, that's on Vernon Crip. I don't know what the he was thinking. Like, what was you thinking? Like, honestly, I'm looking at you. What was you thinking? Like what point you was trying to prove to people? Like, what you trying to say? You was trying to prove to you, like, trying to prove to this girl, like, baby, I'm tough. Even though he nailed you and knocked you out, but I'm going there, and I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna go like hey, he went like, oh my God, he like, baby, I'm like, don't worry about it, I got him. That's some West Side. That good. Hey, look, God ain't throw one punch.
He ain't throw one punch, man. Yeah, we ain't gonna react to this whole thing though, but man, listen, it's a wrap for the night, man. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll be 4 extras out of shape. I'll be back live. Y'all know I drop a live. I'm gonna drop content. I gotta think of one more because see, I'm doing the clips on the Ruler Report Clips channel. I just put the link into the chat, so make sure you subscribe to there. But also on this channel, I'm still doing my upload videos, but I'm adding the live streams to it. I'm trying to think of like maybe like what else am I missing? So if y'all got any suggestions of other like ways that I could be like producing or creating content on these same topics, let me know. I really don't want to do shorts, but if y'all think I should knock out some shorts, just let me know. Give me y'all's opinion. Go follow me over on Instagram at Ruler Report. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hit that follow button. Hit the subscribe button on this shit. If y'all missed the videos that I dropped earlier, make sure y'all go watch that video. Give it a like. Hit that hype button on it, man. And that's it, man. I'm up out.